Hold on. Yo, JV and Elvis are trashing you for treating them like second-class citizens. They think your interview was stupid and that they are thinking of leaving. In voice of Opie, you have less listeners.
I've heard rumor. I haven't heard anything. What's going on, sir?
What? We have audio coming.
All right, get some audio.
Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone.
I'll call from the Escalade.
This is very controversial.
Because I want to be part of that.
You know, you got to add a half an hour at the hospital for them to find a wheelchair lady because they have to wheel them out. You know, they won't let them walk out of the hospital.
Is that? Yeah, you watch.
Yeah.
You watch. I'll dress like the wheelchair lady, and we'll be out of there. Believe me, one way or another.
I love sitting in the studio and just sitting in front of
a swastika.
And by the way, we could have done an extra half hour. We only did 15 minutes. We didn't stretch and hog up the time.
Dude,
it was a very interesting show.
If you don't understand that today was compelling radio, which got us all backed up as far as taking breaks and stuff, and we had no choice but to go late. I don't know what to tell you. Go back to San Francisco,
and we
where the hell you're from.
Well, let's see what they said. Maybe the listeners exaggerate sometimes. We did have a guest we didn't want to blow off because the guest was very cool.
That's why I like confirming it by hearing the audio first, getting multiple accurate reports. I don't like one person badmouth and because they usually get it wrong. You ever hear someone try to describe something from this show to you? Remember that when you were doing, and you go, no, I have no recollection because your description of it sucks. So maybe they don't know. Let's see. But let me just say, if this is true and they're right, I will have a lot of fun.
Because we were very...
because I am not in the best of moods.
The reality is, the company wants us to take that fourth hour anyway. It's our hour.
Oh, here he goes.
It is our hour.
That's not bad talking.
We could go as long as we want every single day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Opie is being loaded into Gate 8. Gate 8, place your bets. They're online, and they're off.
There's no holding him back.
Well, let's see what they said first. Just make sure it's not.
I've seen that. I remember of 94.
Trust me, I love it. I love a good fight. This is like...
Let's just see what happened first.
A couple of these.
I say we hold our horses until we know what went on.
Whoa.
Sometimes inflection is different. Someone says something in a joking way. Like the listener tried that time with Tess. Or with who was the comedian, the fat chick, that they tried to say that they were blaming us?
Yes.
But when they were blaming us, it was funny.
And it wasn't.
They were blaming us in a very funny way.
Fast Freddy, who's pretty reliable.
Oh, Fast Freddy, all right.
Elvis and Douchefuck want to be treated as equals, as they say.
Did he get a new partner? Because I thought...
They're crying at Free FM. Can someone let them know they are the swing guys, not Tribe? Whatever that means. Stop acting like you're important.
Oh, boy. How long till we get the audio?
Thank you.
How long? Time check.
When they break.
What?
When they break.
I think so, yeah.
And by they,
they're
you
bitching
mean
about us right now?
Me.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's when we'll be able to get the CD.
Oh, so just in case they say anything else? Or when we break? Were you saying they, like...
Yeah, why can't we just get now?
Someone's over there waiting for them to stop the recording, and then we're going to figure over.
Oh, okay. I'll listen to
this. This is why we're different than every other radio show out there. Okay, everyone's commenting about...
Halftime show daisy chains?
No, everyone is commenting about what happened this morning. This morning was great radio because we care about you guys. Great call going with it. Kevin from Connecticut. I got to tell you, Kevin, we had no choice. Ant decided he couldn't just sit around at home and wait around, and he needed to just, kind of a distraction. So he came in to do the show. And we're sitting in the office, and there's some great stuff today, like Screech doing a sex tape with a Dirty Sanchez and all that. And we're like going over this material. We're going, well, we certainly could do a show. And then it was so obvious in the office from 5 to 6. That Ant had to go with this. I wanted to go with this. It wasn't my decision. It was really up to Ant what he wanted to do.
I couldn't come in and do a fake fun like, hey, let's talk about Screech or something. My mind is too preoccupied. The only reason I came in is because I am incommunicado with so many people at the hospital, including my girlfriend. So I couldn't talk. So why not come in here? I'm going to sit at home and mope around the house. Or come in here and actually, for selfish reasons, put it on the radio and maybe get some results, which
and it did
could have happened.
So far.
I don't know. We'll
and then you got these guys over there. I don't know what's going on, to be fair, but the reports are saying they're bitching because we went late. If you don't understand why we went late today, then you really don't understand radio.
The midday show over at our FM affiliate in New York City.
We probably gave them 3 to 4 times the audience because we went late. Because no one was touching their radio dial this morning. That's just how radio works. So we gave them a massive, massive cume today as they started their show. So a lot more people are checking them out today than would on a regular day. If they don't get that, well, I don't know what to tell you.
Let's get accurate audio. I want it transcribed. I want it emailed to me in triplicate. They do that anymore? In triplicate. Just send it 3 times.
And I want JV's in blue, and I want Elvis's in red so I can easily discern.
Oh, good news. Fast Friday.
Double space.
Fast Friday, an update. They stopped a few minutes ago. Now they're talking about the best veggies to jam in your ass while sucking a cock.
Carrots.
Yeah.
Doesn't it start and end with carrots?
Well, a cucumber, a lot of
What is this
hawk?
You got to be a pretty big person for
if they sent... No! Take that package back.
What is it?
If they sent you a shirt, too, that's not fair. I wanted to be the Late Show Kid. Jimmy turned out to be the Late Show Kid. So now we're both the Late Show Kid.
True.
But he's Late Show Kid with 2 Ds, which is cooler than Late Show Kid with 1 D. And now I'm thinking he's going to have the same T-shirt that I just opened up, which is a unique T-shirt that I want to wear exclusively.
Yeah, but
me.
Wait, here's the thing. No, mine's white.
It's white. It's white.
Mine's
superior.
white.
Just because it's smarter doesn't mean it's going to look better.
And where is my I Took a Boner Pill T-shirt?
Oh, look at... Wow. Mine's better.
Mine's better.
Let me see.
I just took a boner pill in big black obnoxious letters.
It's all big.
Everyone can see that from across the room.
And across the red.
I hate you.
Why? I took a boner pill.
I don't want to be a twin anymore.
You're not.
I want to be an individual.
Here.
My car.
Anybody else want to wear these? Let's all wear our boner pills.
How many did they send?
3. Let's be a gang. We're the faggots. Get out of our way.
I want to know when my car's here immediately.
Somebody get the car of
I need
Anthony.
to know immediately.
You know what? Have an intern stand by the window, and that's his whole job.
Intern. Nosferatu. That way he can fly up to the window and signal me. If someone sees a bat winking at the window, please tell me.
No, it's daylight out. You're going to say, is my truck here? And look over, and there's going to be a pile of rubble and ash. Just ash and clothes. That intern is good, that Nosferatu. He got this glove in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
He fucking flew over here.
Could someone call JV and Elvis and ask them to call our show so we can discuss this? I guess E-Rock's been calling and what? We have all the hotlines, right?
Yeah, but they won't take the phone call.
Have you been listening live inside?
We're trying to. They're complaining about not being on the air back in their hometown of San Francisco while doing New York as well. But Travis has been trying to get him on the phone. They won't take the phone call.
But they answering then who it is?
The call screener knows damn well who it is, and he won't put the phone call through.
Well, at least
I'm sure he's putting it through, but...
comfortable in the hallway in the morning.
What's the call screener saying?
When they pass by.
They're explaining, no, we're not trashing you, that none of that's going on, and then they're not putting the phone call through. Okay. It's pretty simple. So.
But if there was any trashing going on about us running long, I want to hear that, because that is trashing of us. Like
we're getting the audio.
You know.
All right, well, we'll just sit here and wait.
Technically, they run long every day from the 9 to 10 o'clock hour. You know.
Because of the nature of it.
I'm talking logistics here, my friend.
All right, let's get into Screech
personal.
before Anthony's car gets here.
Do they show video of him? I heard Dustin Diamond has a huge cock.
They're going to
He
be...
does.
Supposedly.
I mean...
Hence the cucumber.
Wow.
Answer. What? She said...
Cucumber for what you should put up your ass.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of people were surprised, but now it makes
Where's
sense
Voss?
because Dustin Diamond has a huge cock, and it
Voss
looks
just
like...
left.
Never mind.
Why does he just walk out? What's wrong with him?
He's amazing.
Rich, where'd you go?
He's fascinating.
I said, Rich, where'd you go? It was Sam.
All right. Here.
Got it already?
What?
No.
Oh.
Jimmy farts.
Yes.
Oh, good. Let's hear that in the elevator.
All right.
That was a
God,
fun
I
one.
wish I'd been there.
Oh, the moment.
Oh.
Can you hear it on this, Sam?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then us laughing, trying not to laugh, and
God, it was just really as good as my elevator ride. You guys are having all this hilarity, and I'm discussing with Bonnie that Rich Voss's DVD looks cool because it has a picture of him on the front now instead of just a black cover with the word Voss in white letters on it. That was my exciting elevator ride.
I'm sorry. I didn't fart for you.
This was hot. I had a cucumber and everything.
John. What are you doing? Come on. Let's just go. All right.
Oh my God.
3.
Open the door.
Did it stink?
How come no one wanted to laugh?
I don't know.
There were 2 girls on the elevator with us.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone hides.
But the laughs slowly build, and then they couldn't help themselves anymore.
There was an Asian woman who had the worst ass I've ever seen, and then there was another lady who was going up a floor higher. Hey, Stan, what were the ladies' faces like?
No, I was going to say, and the whole time I was looking over, and the ladies were just watching us, shaking and looking down, obviously laughing.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing. It looked like either we were all Michael J. Fox impersonators or trying not to laugh.
That was a damn good one. What reverberation that had.
Yeah. In an elevator. What balls.
It was potent.
Yeah. It didn't really stink, though. It was just loud. It was all bar.
That
sounds like a trumpet.
That's the actual fart.
It sounds fake.
That's good. I think it's the Doppler of the moving elevator and the fart. For those of you that understand the Doppler.
That was a nice fart.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like you got a
Thank you, Dan.
A-hole.
I do.
Oh.
I do. It's got a 4-finger maximum.
That's like when you order a drink and you ask for 2 fingers, you know.
Oh, for a shot?
Yeah.
Where did Voss go?
Where's Rich?
He's doing a phoner.
Doing a phoner?
Where is he?
With who?
It's getting much later than I expected.
Yeah, but
I'm going downstairs.
But he's
then right when it pulls up, I'm gone. I'll call from the road. I used to have the hotline in my old phone before.
Boring.
Somebody write that down.
Give your girlfriend
Who
her
hit that?
best.
What?
I will.
Who hit boring?
Who the fuck hit the boring button? Honestly, no one hit that button.
Oh, his head.
Hey, you can't have the boring sound clip. That was mine. Oh, you hit it, Ant, when you threw.
Boring?
You did. You threw.
Boring.
That was
boring. That was my exclusive sound.
Hey, I'm leaving.
Boring.
Dude, that was mine.
Somehow it got.
I don't have
mine.
Try the Wine or any of the Steve clips. That was my clip.
I don't have any clips, so I have no mercy for either one of you.
Here, feel free to use mine today.
Oh, I can't. My hands are sticky. Good luck, dude.
Thank you.
I say boring the old-fashioned.
I'm going to call you at 11:35.
I'll call you from the road.
Yeah, please call.
Yeah, call in, please.
I will.
But
Bye, sweetie.
But that was.
Well, you know, you got to share. Nice that everyone has a clip. What if you're not in the room and something happens?
Then there's no boring clip.
But there has to be. It has to exist.
That was a good joke. If I'm not in the room, then there's no boring clips. See, because I'm brilliant.
Oh.
Should we have a call from the sidewalk? And Rich is doing an interview?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we take a break and we'll regroup?
We will regroup. I have to leave early anyway because I have a flight to catch. I'm going to Cuba.
You are allowed to stay till 11, I heard.
I probably could, but I have to finish packing.
10:50?
No.
You're so irresponsible.
10:06. No, my clothes, I took them to the dry cleaner. They won't be ready till this morning. They weren't back yesterday.
All right.
Well, maybe you should take him a day early.
Oh, I don't know.
All right, we're going to break. Voss should be back in studio by the time we get back.
I hope so.
Bonnie will definitely be here. Ant might be on the phone. Ant might be on the phone. And we're thinking the Voss and Bonnie show today.
Yeah.
Yes, no, maybe so.
No, you guys are good together.
Yeah, you guys had a good show the last time.
I got a couple of rich stories.
Someone has to get us to noon today.
Just don't make fun of him.
All right, we'll be back.
Opie and
This is unpredictable radio. Holy crap!
We need to remember that we are professionals in the entertainment industry.
Look at you!
Oh, man!
Oh my God, I'm a grown man and I'm being yelled at.
Opie and Anthony.
You're idiots.
All right, we're back with the Opie Show. Opie and friends. It's all about me. The evil genius is broadcasting solo.
No, you're not. You got a room full of people here. You got Richard and Jim and Fan and Bonnie and Sam and Travis and Danny.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited. We're trying to get Anthony on his car phone, right?
Yes.
And we also have a director outside or an author.
Yeah.
Did he write the MIT book? Bringing Down the House, I think it was called?
Yeah.
That was a great... Oh, he did? Okay. That was a great book. I actually read that.
I think I did read some of that.
And we got E-Rock. He's getting some audio from JV and Elvis. They follow us after our Free FM show in New York. And they're very pissed off that we went late or something. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. But we gave the people some compelling radio today. And if they don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't like we just decided off the cuff to go late today. It was one of those crazy shows. No one was changing the dial whatsoever. All the websites are being slammed right now. Everyone's talking about it. Ant's on his way to a hospital to get his girlfriend out, and people want to know what the hell happened. It's it was one of those things that we can't reproduce.
And that friend had been very patient, and he came in, he just got it. He didn't bitch and moan, so we didn't want to douche the guy and not interview him.
What they're saying? They're like, well, you guys could have brought him over to X7 and interviewed him. No, he's a big fucking Hollywood star, and he was in the building with a publicist, and they have things to do.
Hey, look,
so we figured it would be no big deal to just interview the guy really fast for 15 minutes and go a little late today.
You were so backed up, you only got Oscar De La Hoya in for like 7 minutes when he was there.
That was a bummer. I had no idea that would be such a great interview.
Yeah, any champion's going to be interesting. They not get punched in the face for a living. That's just
right. All right, what do we got? Anthony, give us a call. We got the audio. How long is this, E-Rock?
4.5 minutes.
And what are they trying to say? I tested you and you passed.
Yeah, I'm not going over
You
there.
could have went to Ant's mic.
No one touches Anthony's mic.
They start their show saying, yeah, that interview was worth starting at 9:30, and they just kept saying, yeah, that interview was riveting, pretty much trashing the whole Efron thing. And then
do we have that part of this?
That's the whole thing right in there.
How do you get the whole show?
We're good.
Fair enough.
Are you spying on people?
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Okay, so we got that.
You got that part. Then they backpedal saying, no, we love the guys, but we hate the management. And the management was telling them, no, something's going on with Anthony's girlfriend. This is good radio. We have to let it go. Plus, they have the guest. So they thought they were going to hear more about Anthony's girlfriend, but when they heard Efron come on, that's when they got upset.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because, it wasn't a bit that was scripted. It just so happened, right after we said we're going to go late, Anthony got a phone call that everything was taken care of. But we still had another commercial break to do.
And we didn't want to do the guest.
And the guy was sitting there for an hour.
He waited with us. He walked in the middle of it. Why are we explaining? Everybody knows what happened.
Can we get Anthony or no?
Who's Anthony?
Bonnie said that, Anthony. Bonnie.
No, because you said it was the Opie show.
You know how many guns he has at home?
I was just trying to be funny. I really didn't mean any...
Is he still outside, or has he got in his truck?
He should be in his truck. He should be calling. Do we have his new cell phone number?
Yeah, I'll give it to you right now.
I can't hear you, Travis.
He's calling right back.
Oh, he's calling us right back? Oh, okay.
Does he have a new cell number?
I don't know.
I'm sweet on him.
He broke the other one. I knew something was up when he told me Monday. He emailed me or something, and he said, I'm not going to have a cell phone for a while, so I'll keep in touch through email. And I'm like, oh, man, what happened? I wasn't thinking like, oops, I dropped it in a puddle, I knew something was up. Come on, Ant. I don't want to play this audio until we get Ann on the phone.
Where's Anthony? Why are you still eating blueberries? They're awful. I can't eat them.
No, I haven't called it yet. Season is still on. I'm going to call blueberry season soon, though.
Do you wash them when you eat them?
No.
For real?
Yeah.
He's on the line.
What?
Go ahead, Rich. Get your dumb plug in.
No, I was going to give this to you. It's for you guys, not me. It's got the Opie and Anthony name on it now.
I was going to give this to you.
But look at the side of it. Read the side. It's
Voss from NBC's The Last Comic Standing.
The Last Comic.
The Last Comic Standing and The Opie and Anthony Show. That's nice, Rich. Thanks.
Oh, it fell on the floor.
Oh. I was trying to throw it on this, put it on this counter here. Anthony.
Hello, am I on the air?
You're on the radio, sir. Turn your radio down.
Hello? Hello?
All right, go ahead. It's all about you. You talk. Go ahead. We'll listen.
Anthony.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Where are you?
I just got off the Queensboro Bridge.
Oh, okay. You're making good time. Now, you want to hear this audio?
Yeah, let me hear this shit.
All right. I haven't heard it.
We haven't heard it either.
This was the start of the JV and Elvis show, which is on right after us here in New York City when we do commercial radio at Free FM. Okay. We went late because of Anthony's situation, and we had Heffron Ramirez, who played Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite, waiting around. So we figured, okay, we're going to go late today and at least get the interview in because he came all the way. The publicist was sitting there, blah, 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 okay? And they didn't like that.
The JV and Elvis Show.
New York. Zoloft, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zoloft, Axel, Xanax. And okay, I'm good.
So what, we got like 30 seconds and then back to a mother effing 15-minute break of commercials?
Yeah,
That's
a
good.
block. You're calling it a commercial block. Non-stop commercials, back to back to back to back.
That last interview was effing riveting.
Ha!
Oh, boy.
Two guys that don't get radio. Two guys that don't get radio.
Boy.
They had an opportunity to talk to maybe 4 to 5 times the audience they usually talk to, and they use that time to trash us. That's real smart, guys. Real smart.
And let me say this. We did not throw out the first trashing.
We even thanked him at the end for letting us go.
Yeah, we didn't thank. We thanked them. We didn't throw out a trashing, and they're fucking trashing us. So now, go fuck yourself.
Well, someone tell them to give us a call immediately.
Tell those faggots to call immediately.
We don't hide behind microphones. Give us a call right now. We'll discuss this.
You got a problem?
And I will explain to you how radio works, and I'll explain to you how maybe someday you could be the #1 show on XM satellite radio and be syndicated to 25 huge radio stations across America. I'll explain it to you. I will educate you. I will do Radio 101 so you get it, and maybe someday you too will have a big show.
Why does everybody except Ron and Fez have to be stupid? I don't understand why you gotta pick a fucking fight with this program.
I would almost understand if we had a regular show and then we were just showing our balls and said, you know what, we're going late today because we just feel like it. It wasn't about that. We were doing some compelling radio. People were riveted. We got emails from people saying, I didn't go to work. I went to work late. I'm in a parking lot waiting to go inside. You know, they pretty much stopped their morning routine to listen to the show. So when we said we're going late, trust me, everyone was waiting until we finally signed off. And a lot of those people probably kept the station on, which gives you an opportunity to talk to a lot more people.
What else did they say? They said that one. They had to say more than that.
It was really worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth the 15 minutes of spots on our show.
Oops.
What time is it? Okay,
It's
we're logging in at 9:32.
Feels like noon.
So how long till the first break? Because there's not a mother effing listener left after that long of a break. How long are we? If we break right now this second, then my break's going to last for a week. I'm going home.
Come on.
We're not going to play. Nicole, you're in charge here, right? I'm not playing 9. I'm not going to play another 9 commercials in this hour. But I'm glad we had the riveting interview. It was really worth it.
7 for the rest of the hour.
He's really angry.
You know, fuck you, man. The commercial spots just play fucking 5 hours of commercials. It'll do better in the ratings. Suckers dragging our fucking ratings down with your shitty 9 to 10 hour is what you're doing. You're killing our fucking ratings, douchebags. Fucking assholes.
Have them call the show right now. E-Rock, can you get him on the line?
Maybe you ought to be a little humble when a quarter of our show is being fucked.
Why won't they take the call?
Because they're doing a riveting radio
You got
show.
a lot of shit to say. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Screener, we won't
fucking
let it.
when we're out of the building, little fucking assholes.
Yeah, their screener won't put us on, so we're trying through their producer.
What is the screener saying?
Said they don't want to talk to you. We're not putting you through.
Tell them, get on the air, or we'll play a piece of Pound Talk tape they might not want to fucking hear.
Oof.
What is it?
Well, I don't know what Ed's talking about.
Yeah, I do.
We prepare for every battle in advance. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, no. Oh,
We've got a couple of things up our sleeve.
Let's just say...
landmines get planted.
That's right. There were a few landmines planted a long time ago when we didn't feel like we could trust these guys.
We're not stupid. We know fucking the right way to shithead.
There's a reason why we're so huge in radio, okay?
Captivating. Great.
The Art of War, Opie and Anthony.
I know.
That's right.
Norton, do you have any explanations now you want to get out of the way?
What? They know everything about me.
But that was funny. Don't stare at
I
me.
thought it was a cigar. You said explanations. You tripped on explanations. You're 48 and you couldn't say explanations.
And you want to hear more?
Oh, these fucking Nissans.
My daughter married a Nissan.
What's up?
Okay.
E-Rock has an update, Anthony.
All right, apparently they have a guest on right now, and they don't want to take it. So,
riveting guest. What riveting fucking guest?
we're not exactly sure, but
It's Nero.
The screener said they have a guest. They have our number. We have their number. We're going to call them back in about 15, 20 minutes.
We're not waiting 15, 20 minutes.
Why we wait for them?
Exactly. Let's just trash them.
All right, let me go back to the audio.
Enough.
All right, let's go to Claire in Staten Island. Hello, Claire.
I'm heated.
Heated?
Absolutely heated. I can't even, I'm like, my heart's pounding. I'm so pissed right now. Why do they do this to you?
That is a great question.
No.
No, really. Like, have some effing respect.
That's what I just said to the program director, along with...
Even, like, I'm sorry. I don't like them.
I like Opie and Anthony, but their time, is...
Till 9.
Till 9. And then that's when we're supposed to be on, and we should all have respect for each other. I have a great...
Shut up!
All right, listen, JV and Elvis.
Fuck you, Claire from Staten Island, you fucking Thorazine cunt.
We get to stay on as long as we want. All the bosses behind the scenes have begged us to go to 10 every day. We can't because of XM, but they did hint and say, look, you guys can push it as far as you want. As far as you want. We're supposed to get off the air over there at 8:45, by the way. We're already getting off the air now at 8:56. We've already stretched it 11 minutes, and we're starting to push even closer to 9 o'clock, because that's what the big bosses behind the scenes want from the Opie and Anthony show.
And as far as how about some respect, the last thing Ope said was, hey, man, thanks to JV and Elvis. Thank those guys for letting us go along. And I went, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Yeah. We did thank you. What respect? You want us to suck your dick in the hallway?
You want respect. We want ratings in the 9 o'clock hour.
That's right.
We got wrong.
Fucking ratings. Shit.
We couldn't hear you, man. You dropped that a little bit.
I said we got shit averaged into our fucking last hour.
Respect.
All right, here we go. More audio.
That's when we're supposed to be on, and we should all have respect for each other. I have a great deal of respect for them.
We have stuff
and their show, but we have our show. It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock.
Shut up. Is it?
I mean, if you had
and for us, it's difficult anyway to do middays, but I mean, we're willing to. Man, here's our opportunity to be in New York with a huge audience. Right. And come on after Opie and Anthony, and I'm thankful for that. But
yeah.
I just told the program director.
We gave you a massive audience today because of that. Now you're just a babbling ass. You don't know what you're saying. It's great to follow us because we have a big audience. Well, today we had even a bigger audience.
Fuck these guys. Fuck them.
Audience, right. Come on after Opie and Anthony, and I'm thankful for that. But I just told the program director I'm not interested. If this is the way we're going to keep doing this, I'm going back home.
Right.
Bye.
And I wanted
you don't leave New York? You don't leave New York?
Well, Ron
Shut up.
What happened?
Well, Ron and Fez are waiting in the wings, so leave.
When they find another show?
Leave.
Go. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Leave.
Unbelievable.
You could join the long list of radio guys that came to New York and failed. You'll be on the same list as Darian O'Toole and Tom Lickass. I want to say Lickass instead of Lickass, but I started saying his real name. I fucked it up.
Go ahead.
And everybody else. Half of them, you don't even know their names anymore.
So they're coming up to come here to New York to do afternoons. Wow, thanks, guys.
It's like he says, I have respect for them. That's like a fucking open micer going, yeah, that Dennis Miller's great.
And it's not a real thing of respect. It's just something you say in the middle of an argument so you can't be accused of trashing. It's phony.
Exactly. Meanwhile, it was nothing but trashing right from the phone.
We're going on in a minute.
I'm in the future, and looking back, I see that band is playing the Shapiro Bar Mitzvah in Saratoga next Saturday. However, the future is looking bright for the rest of you. Your clothes will change colors on command. Robots will perform surgery and never leave sponges inside patients. You'll even use cell phones that can translate English to
still here?
French.
Yes, I'm
Of course,
here.
the French of the future haven't changed much. You didn't really expect everything to be rosy here, did you?
Step into the future during Wired Magazine's Next Fest, the Technology and Innovation Festival for kids of all ages.
We're going to complain the commercials are on XM.
September 29th through Sunday, October 1st. For Wired Next Fest tickets and information, go to nextfest.net or ticketweb.com. Presented by GE and sponsored by Atari, Autodesk, BlackBerry, Citi, DataPipe, Discovery Channel, GM, Intel, Pfizer, the Science Channel, and official hospital.
Right, we get it.
Garden Inn. 92.3. With JV and Elvis.
On 3FM.
And Jackie has joined us, but Jackie Clark. Just wait a second, babe.
Okay.
O&A.
All right, what's the problem?
What's going on, and then move forward. Hey, guys, what's up?
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
You tell me what's the problem.
What's the problem? You have the problem. What's the problem?
The problem is we're scheduled to be on at 9 o'clock.
Well, yeah, and every day since we've been there, since April, you've gone on. One fucking day, we run over.
You know, listen, you understand that we're live here and you can't say the F word on...
All right, I'm in my car, I forget. One day, we decide to go over because we have something going on, not just an interview. We have something going on that we were talking about. One day...
The personal stuff I can understand, but then the interview you can take to XM. It's not like it's this, huge thing that has to be on.
You're not that stupid, right? You're not that stupid. The guy was sitting there for an hour in the studio with a publicist. He couldn't just walk over to XM. It was a lot easier at that point to do the interview. Secondly, we did not know that Anthony's personal situation was going to end perfectly at 5 to 9. We thought we were going to do more on it. When we went into commercials, Anthony got a phone call that said everything is going to be okay. So that ended that situation. We still had the guy that wanted to do an interview with us. So we said, okay, we'll go late and we'll do an interview. And then we'll thank JV and Elvis, which we did. And we left the show to you guys.
We did thank you at the end of the day, too. We thanked you. Oh, thank you, and then I thanked you. You said what respect.
One day we went over, and the first thing you did was get trash us.
You weren't trashed. I made it very clear that I have respect for you, but as far as management goes, I made that very clear.
We heard the audio.
Oh, we knew the radio.
And did I say that? Did you hear all of the audio where I say I do have respect for you and that I've said nothing but you guys?
No, you said you have respect for us, but we should have respect for you. It was one of those things. If you don't get that, I don't know what to tell you. We left you guys with a massive audience today because of what was happening in Anthony's personal life. No one was touching their dials. So we gave you probably, 3 or 4 times the audience you would normally have at 9 o'clock.
Come on, that's ridiculous. Listen, the show that we're scheduled to do starts at 9 o'clock.
I don't give a crap about the schedule. schedule. If we want to go late, we're going to go late. That's what management wants from us.
Oh, we didn't know that.
We're supposed to leave the. We're supposed to leave. We're supposed to leave Free FM at 8:45 every day.
What I'm saying is that I'm looking for a situation where we're not secondary to anything, and because if you do it one time, then it's going another time and another time and another time.
Earn it then. Earn the right for that. It doesn't just get given to you. And what do you think?
We have earned the right to that. What are you talking about?
Not according to the latest ratings. You haven't earned anything in New York yet.
It's because it's a midday show. It's because of the audience. If we were in prime time slot, we'd have the same thing. We proved ourselves in a major market and dominated the entire time.
All right, then go back there.
It's something we're considering.
Then go back. Whatever. Go back. Bye-bye. Management wants us to 10 o'clock. Maybe they should let you in on that, and they're negotiating that with XM.
Howard Stern earned the markets, not you. You just...
Oh, all right. You're going to go after us with the Howard thing. Oh, wow. That really hurts.
We're going to talk about earning it. Howard Stern got all those markets, and they looked for the replacement.
Then why weren't you the replacement? Why weren't you the replacement? Why are you stuck in middays? Why weren't you the replacement? Why did they stick you in middays?
Go ahead, keep swearing on the airwaves.
I didn't curse once, you jackass. I said, why did they stick you in middays? You're dumping out because you know I'm right. I didn't curse once.
Yeah, see, this show's on XM, so for you to make believe we're cursing so you guys can dump out is pretty lame.
No one is cursing.
The F word.
No one is cursing.
Go ahead, dump out whatever you don't want the audience here.
We're not dumping anything.
Well, then why are you saying we're cursing?
Record that. You'll be able to see that we didn't dump anything.
Look, man, if you guys are miserable at Free FM, what can I tell you? But, it was a special day today. We gave you a huge audience, and that's that. If you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. It's not like this is happening every day. So, obviously, you guys got more crap going on behind the scenes.
We do, on a regular...
So don't take it out. Don't take it out on us.
Don't take it out on us.
And that's why I still gave you guys respect. Like I said, you guys have a great show. I've said several times.
I don't care if you think we have a great show. You guys had to bring up the cheap shot with Howard. All right, you got your cheap shot. It's cute. We earned syndication a long time ago. We were on 19 stations on our own. We did that, not Howard or no one else, okay?
Let's call it what it is.
All right, what is it? What is it?
What is it?
Howard Stern had that morning drive slot in several markets, and that was because of what he built.
And why?
And they put you guys on as
excuse me, we had afternoon drive in most of those markets as well, and we earned that. So it was it was an obvious move to move us into that slot when we became available and figured it out with the company. Okay?
Then why?
Another stupid show that's going to, kiss up to Howard and think Howard's going to take care of them.
Why then, when David Lee Roth failed, did they have to come to this show on XM instead of just pulling you guys in if you earned it?
I didn't say that we earned it. That was the smartest move to put you guys there. I've said that time and time again.
Dude, you guys have some kind of problem going on with management. Whatever. I understand that. I've had many years of that crap going on in my career. But to take it out on us because we went a half hour because Ant had one of the most amazing stories to tell on the radio just tells me you guys just don't get how to do a radio show.
I do have a problem with management, and that's what I was expressing.
Not when you started talking about how it was a riveting interview. We heard the audio. We heard the way you started, and then you backpedaled.
We're not new to radio, guys. We know what a friggin' jab is. You know what a jab is.
What do you think, we're dopes?
Listen.
We heard the audio.
Right.
You were jabbing, and then you backpedaled.
That interview, we should be on at 9 o'clock. That interview should go to your show. We shouldn't be waiting for some... I could understand if it was God on the phone. It wasn't some huge star.
Well, I understand. It's got to suck that you got to wait for us to be done every day. I don't know what to tell you. It'll happen more in the future, so you either deal with it or you get another gig.
Right. Okay.
I mean, the fact is the company wants us till 10 o'clock, okay? They're negotiating with XM. They can't figure out how to make it work for both sides, or it would have been done already.
All right, well, by the way...
All right, we were supposed to get off the air at 8:45 every morning. They already told us we could stretch as far as we can. We're up to, 8:56 at this point. We're pushing closer to 9 every day. And today we decided to go late because there was an unbelievable thing going on in Anthony's personal life.
And like I said...
And most radio shows don't have the balls to bring that on their show, but Ant did today.
And you talked about why don't we show you respect. Ope thanked you, and I thanked you when we left.
I didn't hear that. I was arguing with the program.
Well, maybe you should have heard it before you started smashing the interview.
There's no way for me to hear it because I'm on the air with the program.
Well, then don't you feel like a silly goose?
Scheduled at 9, not on right now.
We understand that. But it happened.
My issue wasn't with you.
What?
My issue wasn't with
Then you shouldn't have mentioned the interview quality or any of that stuff.
That part was a joke.
It wasn't a joke. We do this for a living. We know when something is said in jest and when something real is said and then backpedaled on. We're not dummies.
Backpedaled. That's why I wanted to make it clear that I have respect for you guys, but I'm going to come on and joke about it and handle it the best way that I can because...
I'll be completely honest with you. I did not.
That was nobody in this studio.
Everyone's seeing my hands. I did not.
Ope is holding blueberries. I'm across the room with a phone, and Ant's on his car phone. I bet you they hung up.
Really? That just got hung up on which side?
We didn't hang it up.
We didn't hang up.
All right.
We did not hang up.
Wait, here's some more audio from that first break.
Right. And I wanted this to be my home, but I don't want to do it. I just don't want to work for any place where we're secondary.
I know. We're all a team. We should be the same.
The place we came from, we had already done that, and we had done it for a long time, so it was time to move on to something bigger and better. Right. But I would much rather not sit in the office waiting like that.
I know. I understand. Let's go to Anthony in Connecticut. Hello, Anthony.
Yeah, guys, I drive to work every day. I turned it on. I couldn't find you. I was thinking to myself, wow, they blew him off again. They screwed him over again. And sure enough, your intro music comes on and they screwed you over. You guys are not secondary. You're third because the show in the afternoon is the show that you should be. You guys should be 3 to 7 and drive, and it's a joke that you're not. And I would leave if I were you.
I'm close.
My unemployment ran out.
I'm close. I mean, I hate to do it for the fans that we have built up here in New York, but I'm going to ask for it today. I am. I'm going to say, as long as, everything is cool and no one's going to be mad and we're going to be without a job, period, kindly will you let us just another CBS station back where we came from, where we can get the respect.
Right.
That's what I'm asking for this afternoon.
We'll see. Mike in Queens. Hello, Mike.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Buddy.
Yeah, man, I'm a O&A fan. I've listened a long time. But, dude, at least when you guys interview somebody who's a stiff, you call them a stiff and you treat them like a moron when the person's a moron.
Right.
Yeah. Can you pause this for a minute? What the fuck are you talking about? They interviewed that fat chick and they didn't have the balls to say, yeah, we said you suck. They blamed it on us, which was actually very funny. But don't say that they called people out. Rod, they fucking backed down. There was a 300-pound silverback in the room and they couldn't tell her they didn't think she was fucking funny. You and your fucking callers, shut up.
And actually, the interview wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. I don't understand.
Was it great? No. Did it suck? No. It was a regular celebrity interview. That's all. Nothing special, really. What?
You said we hung up on them.
We didn't hang up on them, and they know we didn't.
No, they had to go.
The guy hung up in the middle of when he was.
They had to go to break because management, tells them what to do, and they didn't know how to end the thing. So all of a sudden they hung up the phone.
All right, hung up. They couldn't handle what we were saying.
I'm so sick of these radio guys that just lie and they're not accountable for their lies. From now on, I want a video camera on me 24 hours a day.
You don't need one.
If there was a video in here, I could have proven that I did not hang up on them.
If we hung up, we would say it. We've never hung up and not said it.
Opie's hang-up hands cam.
The guy... the guy...
Or whatever, I'll allow him to do that.
I know.
Listen, you guys are the best show in, as far as I'm concerned, the world. I've been with
China?
Wow.
Hello.
Did you say
hello?
China?
Hello.
You are the best even in China. With the order of your soul.
Hello.
Now I want to explain something while these guys rip on our ratings. I've already explained that, and they know that as well.
We don't know the first thing about you.
And I'm telling you, listeners, because we're an honest show, if you put us in a drive time position...
An honest show?
We don't know the first thing about you, JV and Elvis. Are we on with you, or we just have to listen to your show?
In the shower.
All right, we'll just comment about what you're saying.
Going to school, getting up, listening to morning radio, or in the afternoon when they're driving home, then that's where the huge audiences are.
Exactly. Yeah, and they put the best shows. They put the best shows in those slots.
In middays.
We're doing pretty well in middays in D.C. where we got to be on delay.
Right. Your show far exceeds ours. Like it's so. You guys have a great show. We have a great show.
Exactly.
But don't act like it's so effing amazing.
Right.
That
Exactly.
That's why your numbers are there and ours are here. We're in middays.
Thank you.
What the hell can we do?
Nothing.
What you could do is find someone that wants you morning drive or afternoon drive. I wouldn't accept a midday show personally.
Jackie, ho.
Hello,
There she is.
I am.
Hello.
Those guys piss me off. I want to come down and kick their ass.
Come on.
Hello. Hello.
I can't stand them.
Yeah. Hello.
Man, you guys are ruining the airwaves.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Don't listen to anything they have.
Hello.
You guys are going to take over something one day.
Why are we listening to their show? Are they coming back on with us?
Big move to take them over.
No, absolutely not.
You know something?
Here, I'll tell you this much. That dude that was saying you jackass and calling me stupid, because they got 14 guys around them in security at all times. I'll tell you this much: you won't tomorrow come say that to my face.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I'll be in Pittsburgh, stupid.
Say it to my face, bro. Say it right to my face.
Whispering.
Which one is even asking that?
I mean,
the fat one or the bald one?
Radio. Yeah, that's why I know pussies like you hide behind that mic.
Oh, fuck you and fuck your mother, you hack. Fuck you.
A few of them look a bit intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. And he's got huge security. I would want no piece of that.
Clark, she did not say that.
And we'll
Don't
crush
hurt
you.
me.
But the clown that's calling me all those...
I'm calling you those names because you accuse me of cursing, you scumbag.
I'll wait tomorrow, and we'll see if you say it to me then.
Right.
Yeah.
Say it to my face.
Come on.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm tired of them. Someone's got to do something about O&A.
Like what? Like suck our dicks. That's what they got to do.
All right, let's go to Pothead Ed, our buddy. What's going on, bud?
Yo, how you guys doing? What's up, dog out?
What?
Yo, I was going to say, man, it sounded like an adult arguing with a couple of kids when you were talking to them, Jay.
Yeah, did it really?
Completely. Their whole audience is based off of Howard's remnants, and yet their whole show is ripping on Howard. It's pointless and ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah, you know something?
And...
Can you get them on the phone? Because I will tell them that I said that.
To Howard. And I think the listeners can back us up on we've given our respect to O&A.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we've got a whole lot of things to deal with. I'm going to tell you right now, like that comedy show.
Yeah, right. We did that. We started.
I started that big comedy.
Yeah, they're saying we stole the comedy show idea.
I built that from nothing. There were no radio stations doing any comedy shows. I built that off of just showing up to a comedy show one day, seeing Carlos Mencia and a couple of other guys, and I go, I want to.
We were going to do the traveling virus shows in 2002 before we were thrown off the air.
Like 25,000 every year.
I know.
And they would try it in other markets, and it wouldn't really work. It wouldn't draw that much. So when we came to the station, we told the company we would really like to, do that here in New York. It's going to take some time to build an audience.
Right.
People aren't going to like us right away, but we would like to do.
We're going to be going to 10
show
in the very near future.
Let's do it.
And some
very obvious.
Came along who put it together, not O&A, a promoter.
Right.
Came along.
Right.
No, it was O&A, you fucking dummy.
Act like you put it all together, and then
this is a problem with radio. You can just lie through your teeth, and the listeners will buy into it. It's an idea I had years and years and years ago. A way of giving you guys a really good payday.
That was one of our main gigs.
I thought it was JV and Elvis's idea.
We've always respected them. We've said it's not you that we're upset with.
I'm going to shut up.
And it's usually something once a week, heavy that we're dealing with.
Hitting us on the head.
So, and if they don't, now I was talking to them like an adult. I was saying, look, we're going to come on and be a little sarcastic about it. That's, the best thing to do. It's not like I said, I hate those mother effers and blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying I want to be treated as equal here.
They're not equal. They're not equal.
You got to earn equality in this business. You got to earn respect in this business. And I don't even know what they do on their show.
No one knows.
I just nod to the guy in the hall when we're leaving to do the XM portion of the show. And the guys have been jealous of us since the first day we were over there. You can tell just how they look at us, like, they get all frustrated.
Why won't they take the call?
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, they
right at
thanked
9.
you guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, you were dealing with your own stuff.
You want to hear an impression of their show?
Can you call the hotline number and tell them that?
What?
Tell them it's the guy.
Thank God. Tried to take the gloves off with these guys.
Yeah?
This show is brutal. It's brutal. It's a brutal show.
Well, according to them, when they stay on over now, we finally get some listeners.
Yeah, they gave us a big audience of 15 minutes of commercials.
I wouldn't mind like I said, I'm sure they have a massive, huge following.
Sure.
I mean, to me, it would be better if we just, got along and kept everything cool. But either way, I don't care. But I mean,
New York likes the radio.
If we went to an individual, a market where we're both starting off.
Yeah.
Where we start at one station and they start, and because they got a major lead ahead of us. I mean, I'm sure they got a diehard following that right now just hates us.
You're off the air for 26 months and then on satellite radio while you were here in terrestrial radio.
Right. We're going to win. We're going to kill it.
Right. That's guaranteed.
And if we're allowed to say what we really want to say while they're attacking me, it would be a whole different story.
Then why can't you? Why can't you?
Wow.
Let's take a break.
Break time?
That's some brave radio right
Why
there.
can't you?
Yo. Opie and Anthony, they're great. They're awesome.
The type of people we're talking about now is when you see a woman and she's so fat, you want to go right past ridicule and just assault her.
Yeah, like physically.
You want to just grab her and go, stop eating.
Yeah, what are you eating?
Not even by the shirt collars, by the fat around the collarbone.
And they go, I don't eat a lot. It's a thyroid.
All I have is celery.
Weekday mornings at 6 on Free FM.
This Saturday and Sunday.
There you go. Good boys. Make sure you get our promo in.
There's nothing I hate more.
What a bunch of dopes. They trash us and then they play our promo.
And the guy who was
they don't even have
saying...
the balls to maybe stop the promo, play something over the promo, blow off the promo. No, they just played it because that's what management tells them to do.
And the guy who was calling me a jackass, he was saying stop cursing and no one was cursing. He's a phony.
Say after it, something with some balls. I missed the last bit of that because I was going from my lovely car into my palatial mansion.
Yeah.
But what
everyone is laughing because they all picked up on the fact after they tried to trash us, which was a lame attempt. They played an O&A commercial.
Yeah, I heard that.
Boy, if that doesn't speak volumes.
Unbelievable. What fucking idiots.
Everyone is picking up on it. How great is it that after they get done trashing you, they have to play your promo?
Play our promo, boy.
That's why you're not doing morning radio, by the way. You can't think outside the box.
Why are we doing...
shut up. Shut up.
Go back to your one market. Have fun.
He wasn't even number one in San Francisco. He's acting like he was...
I'm not even going to lie to you. I've been in radio.
I have no idea what
I was
they
18 years old, and I never even heard of him.
Well, the girl there, the lady
That's
there.
That's the God's honest truth. Darren O'Toole?
No,
she didn't do that well. She's pretty cool, actually. I forgot her name.
She's cool.
And then
I know a lot of radio guys. I never heard of these guys. If they were successful, all right, great. I'm not going to sit here and make believe they weren't. I have no idea, though. They were never on my radar screen.
Their listeners have to call. They load up the calls with people. Hey, they suck. Oh, shut up.
Were their ratings bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really bad. And they're like, it would be different if we were an afternoon drive or morning drive. Then find an afternoon drive or morning drive
then why
show.
aren't
That's
you?
how it works in radio.
Then why aren't you?
Your excuse is you're not getting ratings because you're a midday show? Well, then, if you're that great...
show that pulls up better than a one?
If you're that great, then go find a morning drive show or an afternoon drive show. We're sucking up all those shows because they can't find talent. That's the reason why we're getting syndicated all over the place.
Every midday show has to go, well, we're at a one because, we're in middays. There's no midday show that's doing well?
And aren't we doing well in D.C.? We're on delay there. We're doing okay.
Made on the internet. Jesus. Enough.
First of all, I have a name for the show, the Doghouse. All right, first of all, you're the Doghouse. They invented comics. They're the ones who bring comics.
It's laughable that in 2002 we were going to do the Traveling Virus Tour, and they're trying to take credit for it. What comedians were you going to get, and how many people? What are you going to go 2 markets, do 1 show in New York, and get fucking 50 people there, and then go to San Francisco and do a show? Where were you going to go with it?
I hate to tell you, the comedy tour is not a new concept.
Right.
We did take it and make it our own and make it bigger than pretty much most of the comedy tours that came before it. Listen. But this thing has been going on for years with radio stations, without radio stations. Sam Kinison says, hey, I got this troupe of comedians I'm going to take on the road with me. Dice does it. It's not a new concept. But we did take it and make it into something pretty damn big. They're going to claim they were the ones that started the comedy tour with radio stations.
And then he said the promoter did it, not you guys. Well, they had it in their minds. 2002, you know why? You're right, because I bought a car over it.
I know, and all I heard for 26 months was, things were just about to happen for me on the comedy tour. I know, we were going to do a tour. We got thrown off the air.
Well, I want to know if they got over 10,000, 11,000. Are those the crowds that they were pulling on their little comedy shows that they were doing? I want numbers. I want to know what their comedy shows were doing. Scary.
Talk for a second, Anthony.
What's that?
Talk for a second.
I can't talk. I'm ready to hop in the shower.
Just hum or something. I'll be right. I just got to tell Jimmy.
What are you wearing?
You want to hear me shower?
Yeah. Do you have a shower camera, pal? Talk. Hold on. O's bringing me out for something.
Talk.
Okay, here.
This should be good.
My red
So, Anthony.
Yeah.
Are you excited that everything's going to work out for you over in
shut up, don't jinx it, you stupid fucking Jew.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Misplaced anger.
Wow. Nice people. Wow, I hear that Hitler's a good guy. Jesus. Don't jinx it. Now I have to knock wood and find mahogany, mind you. I'm in my bathroom.
Are you nude?
No, I'm not nude. I got a handheld phone, so I can't even take my shirt off.
I wonder how they like getting there.
Gilbert Gottfried
let me see if the speaker works. Hold on.
I guess O&A.
Talk to us again. Back on the line, guys. Hello.
We did not hang up on you, first of all.
Okay.
And I'm the one, this is Jim Norton, I'm the one who was calling you a jackass, and I was calling you that because...
Say it to my face, bitch.
Wait, hold on. I know you're doing a character because you're in the doghouse.
I'm not doing a character. Come say it to my face, bitch. I'm right across the street.
First of all, you're white. Don't say biatch. And second of all, you said we were cursing, and nobody was cursing. And I know, yo, dog. You in the doghouse. Shut up. No one is listening to you. No one is listening to you.
If you guys are so good, what do you need a comedian on your show for anyway?
That's the best you have?
No, that's not the best. That's a great question.
That's the best you have?
Is it Opie and Anthony, or is it Opie and Anthony and 5,000 comedians?
Maybe it's the drug addict and the guy who can't control him. Oh, wait, that's not our show.
His name is Anthony. Opie is a board op.
That's the best you have?
That's the best you have?
Hey, you 2 market nobodies, that's the best you have?
Hey, can I ask you guys something?
You guys got to New York.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? All right, I'll just shout it then. Who over there has the drinking problem, by the way?
Who has the drinking problem?
Who has the drinking problem? Who has the drinking problem? And who's the other guy that said, man, I can't take this anymore. You got to really clean up your act. You got to clean up your act because I can't take you and your drinking anymore.
And they're not dominating.
Who's got the drinking problem? Who's got the drinking problem?
Who's got the drinking problem?
Which one has the drinking problem?
Who's got the drinking problem, and who was the guy that goes, man, you got to clean up your act. I can't take it anymore. I just can't take it. You got to get rehab or something. I just can't take you and your drinking anymore.
2 years and went psycho. I thought it was your girl. Yeah, which one got fired and had to see a psychiatrist? Like, it was a board op. I think it's your girlfriend that was drunk, right? And then she's in a psych ward. That's what the case was. That is so compelling.
More lies, by the way. I never went to a shrink. That's really hilarious. But we do have audio of one of you guys going, man, you gotta stop drinking. You're ruining the show. I can't take it anymore. You need to go into rehab. You need to go into rehab. We got audio.
You're a married couple.
I mean, Opie, since I've been here, you have not said one funny thing.
I thought you just said you liked the show. You don't do honest radio. The doghouse doesn't do honest radio.
See, more dishonesty from these guys. I've said not one funny thing.
I thought you liked the show. Why are you lying?
God, how bitter are you guys that we're sitting in the morning show slot and you're stuck in middays and not even getting ratings and don't even have the balls to go out there and get a better job, so you use excuses like, well, we don't have ratings because we're a midday show. If we were in mornings or afternoons, we would get the ratings. We're doing middays. Don't get a morning or afternoon drive show, you pussies.
I'm the pussy.
Yes.
I'm right here saying, come on back over.
Stop with your radio shtick.
A bunch of pussies. You know this business is starving to find real talent. So go out there and get a morning show or an afternoon drive show.
Get one. Get one.
Go ahead.
Get one.
Instead of hiding behind poor midday ratings, go out there and get a real radio show. You said you guys are great. I would love to see it.
You're doing fairly well since your return to New York.
Why wasn't it you? Why wasn't it you?
When Howard had them...
Are you guys just bitter that they gave us the morning show? Are you? I'm sorry about that. I don't know what to tell you.
You were in that seat.
Without you, they would not have gotten all those markets.
You were in that seat. And you weren't good enough to get the gig.
The gig was already taken.
You were in that
seat.
Do your
research, moron.
You were in that seat.
Dork.
You're not good enough.
Wear the Band-Aid on your nose, you little punk.
You're not good enough to get the seat.
Who's cracking him in the nose every day to wear the Band-Aid?
You're not
from all the coke you didn't
good enough.
Oh, okay.
Me doing coke. You're the one crying like some codependent wife to go to rehab. You little woman.
Slow down, you little
bitch. You need to go to rehab, honey. You need to go to rehab. Stop your drinking. You gotta go to rehab.
Who does? You do.
Stop your drinking.
Wait, you guys aren't going to be honest? Hold on. Anthony was really honest today about what was going on in his personal life. Why don't you guys discuss who has the drinking problem on the show and how you were trying to talk to him about it going, I can't take this anymore. You really got to stop drinking. Why don't you guys do a real honest radio show and talk about the real problems between you two, and that one is drinking his face off and that the other one is begging him to stop.
That monitors other shows.
Let's get real. Why don't you talk about that on your show? Then maybe you would get ratings in midday.
Who's begging? Who is begging?
I mean, half that stuff I was like, wait a minute. You did that after we did it. So,
now we stole from these guys?
That's a good way to put your stuff together.
You know, don't even attempt. Don't even try to comedy show, by the way. I didn't even know who the fuck you guys were.
Oh, so nice dump there. Yeah. So anyway, who came up with that comedy show?
Wait, 2002, dude.
Who came up with 2002? I'm talking about 1994, dickwad.
Where were you? No one knew who you were in 94. Wait, you've been doing radio that long, and you're still not in the morning drive show? You guys ain't going a show together for that long, and you're still in freaking middays?
Who put that together?
You're still in middays?
Answer the question.
All these years, and you're still in middays.
And here's the one that's not funny.
Opie,
I don't give a crap if I'm not funny, but I'm being heard in 25 cities, and we're the #1 show on XM. Now, why don't you tell us your resume?
Oh, my God, I'm a board op. I couldn't even handle a midday show at Light FM because all I can do is turn on the mic and let Anthony be funny.
You're in middays, dude.
And
that's
I'll give Anthony that much. Anthony, like I've always said, you are funny, but the other board op is a joke.
People know what I do on the show, so, you know, that'll never
You're in middays. 12 years, and you're in middays, dude. Why?
Right.
Why?
I mean, why are you still in middays?
Because we got fired.
Why are you in middays?
Because we got fired from
Why are you in middays if you think you're so great? Why are you in middays if you think you're so great? Why are you in middays because you think you're so great?
Why? Because everything was already set here. We were told by management we would have been in another spot if we would have come here. They didn't know about it.
These guys don't know the truth.
We had a terrible agent named Bob Eatman. Terrible agent. He's a joke.
Dude, maybe if you were good enough, you'd have a morning drive show.
You're acting like you got this some amazing show. Your show's all right.
Then why did you say it was good before? Why don't you do honest radio?
Good means all right. You're not. It's not amazing. I mean, it ain't like you're Howard Stern.
You just said you didn't like Opie, you don't like the show, so why don't you be honest?
No,
you're not even honest about your own conflicts.
Funny.
You're not even honest about your own conflicts. And when they have a
comedian on that doesn't even fit into the title, I mean, why shouldn't they respect you?
Dude,
do you get paid as much as them?
You're not even good enough
Are
for a
you
morning?
getting paid as much as them? Because Opie is nothing more than a board op.
The bottom, but Opie is on in 25 cities, and you're not good enough for mornings or afternoons. You're a midday show, and you're not good enough.
Listen, we were number one solid for 10 years.
Then where are you?
So we got to restart somewhere.
Then where are
you guys? You restarted on satellite where you had
no choice.
Despite your
right, we did have no choice. So why would they come to us? Why aren't you in Chicago?
San Francisco right now, you have a 0.0.
Why are you only in these markets? Why are you only in these markets?
You guys have
By the way, we have a 0.0 because we just started on
midday numbers have in these other markets.
They know that.
And you're on in morning drive.
You know why?
What are you saying, board op? What's the board op saying?
Doghouse what?
Thank you.
Is that actually something you guys say?
First of all, the board op's got a big thing on Madison Square Garden. He's on every bus in this city. Yeah. The board op is on every bus in the city.
That's really got to hurt that a board op is doing much better in his career than you guys. Dude, you have to try a lot harder than call me a board op. You don't think I've dealt with that my whole career, but I know what I do for a fucking radio show.
Hey, dude, which one of you guys has to go to rehab? Honestly. I went to rehab when I was 17. Which one of you guys has the problem?
Because he's the only one with talent.
Which one of you guys has the problem?
Yeah, who's got the drinking problem?
I'm honest about my old problems, man.
Who's got the drinking problem?
Honestly.
Who's got the drinking problem?
Dude, stop trying to be funny. And honestly, answer.
Anthony, you used to have a drinking problem.
Who's got the drinking problem?
Fired. We've already heard the story.
Anthony doesn't have a drinking problem, never had a drinking problem. But one of you guys has a drinking problem, and the other guy begged like a little girl, man, I can't take you when you're drinking. You're going to have to do something about it. We got audio, buddy.
Who is that? Is that the
we got on.
I think so.
Yeah, I told you, you're going to have to try a little harder than that. I'm up for a challenge. Try to get to me. Try to get to me, but call me a board op is not going to get the job done.
You board op.
I'm a board op that's on the side of buses. I'm a board op that is a star of a TV commercial. I'm a board op that sat on David Letterman's couch. I'm a board op. Wow. I'm a board op that's a multi-millionaire. How does that make you feel? You're in middays with no ratings. That's got to bother you. That's got to bother you that the board op is doing much better than JV and Elvis. Oh, JV and Elvis. Oh, my God. I'm scared of JV and Elvis.
Who is
God, they're setting the radio world on fire. One market at a time in middays.
Well, sometimes they bring Jackie in for the extra boost.
Who was hammered at the radio chick party and had CBS gave him a lot of crap? Who's the drunk at the party?
Well, one of them has a big drinking problem, but they're not willing to talk about on the show. We've talked about the problems we've had with each other and the stuff that goes on behind the scenes on this show.
Talking to themselves. Talking to themselves. Nobody listens to XM. Mark, what's up?
All right, we're off.
Hey, buddy.
They won't talk about that drinking problem.
Finally needed to freaking do. Kick those guys' asses. I say something? They're watered down hacks. And by the way, is it wrong that I touch myself whenever I hear Jackie talk?
That's okay. You can do that.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Jay, what's up, Jay?
Hey, what? Hey, I just want to tell you, I used to listen to O&A and you guys religiously. And after today, O&A, I want to tell you on the air, you suck, you shut down, I'm not listening to you anymore. And Jackie, I love you, girl.
Oh, thank you very much.
O&A, are you still there?
What a day.
Are they still there?
You know we're still here.
Yeah. What, that was supposed to bother us, I guess?
I'm just going to let you guys see
I guess that was supposed to bother us, that you planted a call from a guy that says he hates the Opie and Anthony show?
Any calls, we'll just take them all live. Just go, just one after another.
Dude, I could do the same thing. Blah, blah,
You're not honest on your show, man.
What's up, Ryan?
Dude, you're not honest on your show.
Second, board up.
You're not honest on your show.
Please.
You're not honest.
You had a promoter put together my comedy show, and
you're insane. You're insane. Yeah. This is how things work. This is how it works. If someone wanted to promote the JV and Elvis comedy show, they would have done it.
No one knows you, bro.
No one knows you, bro.
Knows you.
That's why you didn't do your comedy show. There wasn't an interest in it.
Try to get an edge word or a word in edgewise.
I mean
funny man.
No one knows you, bro.
I mean, you're an embarrassment to yourselves. You're an embarrassment to yourselves. If you wanted to do a comedy show, You should have done a comedy show. But the fact is, you didn't have enough juice. You didn't have a promoter that was willing to promote it.
Stupid.
And you guys are talking about in San Francisco, you're so big. Sarah is the big one in San Francisco.
Grand idea.
Why didn't you just do it then?
Then why didn't you do it? Why didn't you do it?
Why didn't you just do it? Why didn't you just do it?
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
You're working on it, huh?
To get you out.
You're working on it?
We know that you're...
Who do you got for your comedy show? Carrot Top, Gallagher.
Who do you got,
and,
man?
I would say Yakov Smirnoff, who should be available. Yakov Smirnoff should be available for the JV and Elvis comedy show. Yakov Smirnoff.
Hey, man, if you guys are so good...
Yakov Smirnoff.
Management's mistreating you.
You probably could get Judy Tenuta. Judy Tenuta for the JV and Elvis comedy show. Judy Tenuta. Maybe you could get Louis Anderson out of rehab and he could join the comedy show as well.
Brought to you by Dopey and Funny.
Dopey and Funny. Wow.
That's all you got, bro?
Dude.
That's all you got?
Why is everybody mistreating you guys if you're a talented radio show? I mean, why won't a promoter give you a show? Or why isn't everybody picking on you guys?
Well, I don't need a promoter to give me a show. I put that together.
Where is it, bro? Where is it?
Wrote off the back of that.
Where was it?
What? Where is it?
Where is it? Where's your comedy show then? No one's telling us not to do a comedy show, so who told you not to do a comedy show that you didn't do a comedy show?
Where is it?
Where's your comedy show? Where's your comedy show?
Guys, hey, listen, I'll be down in Travis Center tomorrow, and from now on, it's Imus until 9 in the morning, JV and Elvis the rest of the day.
Thanks, bro.
Imus is doing a comedy tour, too.
Where's your comedy show?
Let's go to Jersey. What's up, Anthony?
Why don't you just do the comedy show?
Hey.
Mr. Baggy!
What?
Are you guys this insecure that you gotta take phone calls praising you right now? Are you that insecure that you're going to line up a bunch of people that love JV and Elvis? That is the hackiest radio bit ever. We just had a huge fight with Opie and Anthony, so let's make ourselves feel good and have a bunch of guys kissing our butts.
And remember when you go to...
That's like radio hack crap. That's why you're not in morning drive. That's why you're not in afternoon drive. That's why no one wants to promote your comedy show. You're hacks.
And don't forget when you go to...
You had a huge fight with us. You did what management told you, didn't you? And you played the O&A commercial. You're a bunch of hacks.
Not going to win any awards, but we're going for a Guinness Book of World Records for bra unhooking. With the help of a load of hotties from Headquarters Gentlemen's Club, we will attempt to
Unbelievable. Oh, my God, what a couple of douchebags. What a couple of douchebags.
But why would you allow yourself to be so mistreated? Like, if you're this fucking maverick cool radio show, 12 years, then why are you in middays, man?
Yeah,
why are you?
in middays? They're so scary talented. How come they're still in fucking middays and no one knows who they are?
Do you think CBS wanted to go to the Opie and Anthony show to bail them out? That's the last thing they wanted to do.
Do you know how much trouble it was to get us back to their company between XM and them? They could have easily, if there was one iota of fucking talent out there, especially already working for CBS, they'd be doing the morning shows, not us. And JV and Elvis, that scary fucking talent, forget about it. Hey, why don't you remind them about the Pal Talk camera being left on?
Well,
how about that little bit of fucking audio?
we kept asking them who's got the drinking problem, who's going to rehab, and they wouldn't admit it.
Oh, I know. I was in the shower. I heard the whole thing on speakerphone.
How great was I, Ant?
Dude, it was hysterical. These fucking idiots, these hacks.
See,
they don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. And then,
look, I got to be honest. I love a good challenge, okay? But if all you got is to call me a board op, our own listeners, when they want to beat me up, say that crap. I know what I do for this radio show.
The problem is that
I know what I do for this radio show, so you're gonna have to come up with something a little better than that.
Here's the problem.
I mean, if I was just a board op, I wish I could tell them this. If I was just a board op, the company could save a lot of money by just firing me and hiring a real board op for whatever it would be, $12 an hour.
And you probably wouldn't get line of the day today, right?
I want to just,
yeah, you should have.
I just want to let everybody know on what happened there. We left the Pal Talk on completely accidentally one day, and you could say, it was on purpose, but it was accidental. We were rushing out of the place, left it on, and they came in at the beginning of their show, and one of them was screaming at the other one about being on drugs and look at your eyes. They're all fucking dilated. You said you weren't going to do this. Go to rehab. You're drunk. And we have it all on tape. Now, obviously, we're not allowed to play it, but that's what we heard. That's what we fucking heard. And honesty, they're going to be honest. Get the fuck out of here, lying sacks of shit.
We didn't tape it, actually. It was taped by a listener.
Yeah, a listener taped it. It was just that Pal Talk was still running when we left the studio. And these idiots, you know, didn't know, so they start talking, and that happens. And somebody, you know, the line was open. Oops.
The phony hellos in the hallway. Hey, how are you? Hey, hi, ho, ho.
I guess those are over.
Hey, hi, ho, ho.
And I know it bugs them that I don't talk to them when I see them. I just nod like, hey. Because they brought that up. I'm like, because I have nothing to say to these guys. You're like nameless, faceless radio guys that follow us. We've had a million of you guys after us.
New afternoon show coming to Free FM New York, I think. New midday show. New midday show.
It really bothers them that I don't give them some kind of respect. I don't know anything about them. I don't need any more friends in radio.
Fuck them.
My quota has been filled with Ron and Fez. That's it. And Brother Weeze. That's it.
Why weren't they given the morning slot anywhere?
Yeah.
Why were they totally shut out?
They didn't get the afternoon slot.
You know what the answer to that is.
Of course I do.
That's why they're pissed.
And they know the answer,
That's why
too.
they're so pissed off.
All right, Kenny's calling me. I gotta catch
Let's go to Troy and Philly. Troy.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Yo, guys, what's up, man?
What's up, Troy?
Long-time listener. Listened to you back when you were 94 YSP back in Philly.
Yeah.
Back in originally. I used to think the same thing, Hope. Kind of thought you were a big board op. No, didn't really see the point of the show. But today, man, gotta say, one of the best parts of the show with lines like, I gotta say, great line of the day.
Thank you, sir. I know what I do. I'm not stupid. I get paid very well because of what I bring to a radio show and a radio company.
Of course. I gotta explain that shit to fucking those assholes. Oh, what hacks.
And they're
lining up people. Yeah, I'm never listening. I did listen to O&A. Oh, yeah. Then where do you go when our show stops and theirs starts? Because obviously the audience fucking disappears.
That old gag. Let's get a bunch of calls saying how great we are.
I was in the shower. I had my phone on speakerphone, and I was nude and shampooing during that whole...
Tell us more.
But I had to listen to it. What did Opie keep repeating over and over again? It was so fucking annoying.
I don't know. I saw it a few times.
I was cracking up because you wouldn't stop.
Oh, Yakov Smirnoff.
Yeah. Yakov Smirnoff. Yakov. And Gallagher and Judy
Tenuta.
Holy fuck. Oh, is that funny, man?
Comedy tours, this guy.
He's just a jerk-off, and he knows he's a fucking relegated to middays jerk-off, and he knows it. That's what he is, and he knows it.
That's why he's angry.
Here's the difference between the two shows. Every phone line is lit, and they all want to just praise us.
Yeah.
Watch.
And how fast...
I'm not going to answer one phone.
Shut their fucking phone lines down, by the way. How fast, if we said, they're taking calls from all their scary fans, shut down their phone lines. They'd be down in a second. In a fucking second, they wouldn't be able to take one call. So just shut up. This is so scary. Go back to where the fuck you came from.
By the way, Mike from FMQB, big fan of the show, just did a great article on us in the latest issue of FMQB. Did we throw that online? The latest article from FMQB? We should have.
Is that under the JV and Elvis one that's in the same issue?
Well, they really, really fucked up, and it's something that radio guys do all the time. When you do go at it with another show and you don't like what you're hearing, you'll hit the dump and go, hey, Mancow used to do this all the time. Hey, you're cursing. I had to dump out of that because they didn't want to hear what you were saying. Well, Mike backs us up. Subject, not one curse word from Jimmy. Are these guys serious? Way to be team players and respect when one show has something going and giving weight to them. They would have wanted to do the same exact thing you did if the situation was reversed. There is no JV in team.
I dropped the F-bomb within the first, minute of the conversation, and then I realized I'm not just, yelling at ethnics in my car driving home.
So I stopped cursing after that. But no one else was cursing after that, and Jimmy wasn't cursing.
No, I was yelling about something. And then
you were burying them, and they had no response, so they dump and say, "Oh, Jimmy cursed."
And then come say it to my face. That's what you say? That's what your idea...
I'm going to beat you up.
Oh, shut up.
Beat you up.
Oh, go shit in your hat. Go shit in your hat.
Talent? That's why you're not in fucking mornings.
Yeah, why don't you beat up all the other morning guys around the country, and then you can take their spots while they're in the hospital healing.
I went with the whole board op thing. I'm like, oh, all right, a board op that's on the side of all the city buses, a board op that is a star of a TV commercial, a board op that sat on Letterman's couch.
I have to go, boys. I'll see. I have a plane. Kenny's been outside. He's calling me because I have a flight.
I'm
what happened?
What's my vehicle now?
What's Sam? Hold on, Sam. Hold on. This little girl has something to say.
Yeah, what's up, Sam?
They just said that the station manager has told them to stop talking about you guys and that.
I'll do what management told you. That's how, you know. Ed and I made our names for ourselves by listening to management, you dopes. You don't even know what good radio is when it hits you in the face. Ed and I know how much trouble Ed and I got in over the years when management said, don't do this, don't do that, and we just continued. They actually yanked us off the air a few times, and guess what? It created amazing talk for the radio show. But you guys are going to be like good little boys because you know you have nowhere else to go, so you're going to have to listen to management. So they told you to shut up, and guess what? You shut up. And this is the board op talking.
Let's see management try to tell us not to mention them tomorrow.
Right. We'll talk about whatever the hell we want.
Whatever.
Always have, always will. It costed us our jobs a couple times, but we'll continue.
Bye, guys. Anthony, good luck today, man. I'll see you Monday, man. I have to fly because Kenny is outside and I got a fucking flight.
Have a good flight, yeah, and I'm taking off too. Who's left with that show? Jesus, what time is it?
I don't know.
Oh, you did 10 minutes overtime.
All right, 11 minutes of bonus time. That means next week we start coming off XM at 8:40.
That's right.
All right, sweetie. I'll see you Monday.
Great job, man. I'll see you guys. Blah blah blah.
All right, buddy. Hope everything works out, Ant.
All right, I'll see you Monday, man. Bye, guys.
Bye, Jimmy.
Wait, Jimmy.
I have to do. I'm really late. I was supposed to leave like 10:30.
But I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I don't know. I'm scared.
You have boss here. He'll karate kick anyone.
I never got to do my own show. I just push the buttons usually.
Put Travis down.
I'm scared.
This kid's got magnetism.
I'm scared. Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Should I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why not? Just plug my gig.
With these two?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Jim Norton at the Improv in Pittsburgh all weekend long, starting tonight. We could do line of the day and get out of here. You guys want to go to noon for us?
Who, me and Bonnie?
You got anything in you?
I'll go out. I mean, if you want us to, I'll do it.
It's kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, I know.
There was like some amazing radio over at FM, and now...
Why don't you be like reporters and just do like the post-show wrap-up?
All right.
So then there's not much pressure. You take calls and what you're feeling. They'll say something, then you could comment and
stuff.
All
right, cool.
All right, we'll do some post-show.
All right, Bonnie and Rich will be doing the post-show today. Line of the day, sponsored by Bodog. If you want to vote for Line of the Week, go to iliketolisten.com, iliketolisten.com. We'll be announcing that tomorrow, I guess, right? And if you want to learn to play better poker, go to bodog.net. This thing is sponsored now? I just realized that. Bodog is sponsoring Line of the Day. Okay.
Why don't you listen to the same thing?
All right. So there's the runner-ups. How many runner-ups we got today? One runner-up and one winner. I know I won today.
The board op.
I know I won today.
Line of the day.
But I've never said anything funny. I already know I won. This is going to be a big party for me. All right, here's the runner-up line of the day.
Why don't you listen to the same thing your cousin listened to? A bullet whizzing in.
Oh, I hate my laugh.
That was cute, but here's line of the day.
Here comes line of the day, line of the day.
I would have loved to have gone to that wake. You got the coffin and then a whole hat box to the left. Look at that.
Aw. Bless your heart, Opie.
I needed that today because they hurt my feelings over there.
It's hard.
That was about the girl out of nowhere didn't like Kenny singing Secret Asian Man, thought we were making fun of retards. So,
is that what she thought? I thought she didn't like retards.
I believe I don't know, she couldn't believe that we had a retard singing a song, and it bothered her. And then,
she said her cousin committed suicide or something.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so all right.
Yeah, she got mixed up that we were talking about suicide.
Yeah, so then Jimmy and everybody went after her, and then we just had it, and I said, he blew his head off, so hence the line.
How, these, we'll do it in the recap. These.
By the way, I will take this call, because I knew this would happen. Twinkie from Pal Talk.
What's up, man? This is bullshit. I called Free FM when you guys were fucking screaming at each other, and I called them up, and I told them, I was the one that was screaming in the background that they were full of shit and a bunch of drunks and shit. That's bullshit. You guys are the king of radio. What else is there to,
Well, honestly, I don't need to hear that today, but what I did want you to do is make sure you got the word out there that they're not taking our calls. That's how you handle a situation. You just blow it off.
All righty, man. Thanks. Josie, I'm still fat. Later.
All right. Thank you, Twinkie. Why everyone call me a lazy cunt? I'm the last man standing here.
Why? Oh, because you're leaving.
Because now I'm leaving. God forbid I leave at 11:15. We're supposed to broadcast until 11. I think we gave the people 5 hours of great radio today. 5 hours and 15 minutes.
It was remarkable. I've never seen Norton get that pissed off and that out of his mind. That's how mad he was.
Because it gets so frustrating. Because these radio guys, they could just tell whatever lies they want to make themselves look better.
A lot of lies.
But here's the thing.
And then their listeners just believe it as fact. And when if they had a discussion with us, we would prove our points, no problem.
But here's the thing: they're in one market. Tomorrow morning, you're going to go in, or you can go in, and just bust all their lies. You could play it back. You could just
honestly
diffuse.
We'd probably just do our show tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you're in New York. In New York, with 5 times or 10 times as many listeners in New York than around the country, they're crazy. It's like WB starting a war with NBC. It's ridiculous. If anything, they should be kissing your ass.
Wait a minute.
WB is too high up, I think. Yeah.
WB starting a war with CBS.
It's like the Wii Network. The Wii
Network
starting a war with
Katie
NBC.
Couric would take on who? You think?
I can't think of it.
What other? I wish I knew a WB show, which it's now CW, right?
Everybody loves
what does
Chris.
CW stand
So maybe
for?
it would be the Undertaker taking on Katie Couric.
It's whatever.
Now let's really think.
Let's
about
do
that.
this.
Oh my God! Why am I alone with this ass? Why am I alone with this dope?
I'm giving a good analogy, a good comparison.
Yeah.
That if anything, we have our pride. You know what? You're bull.
So it's a what? It's a TV war now?
No, I'm comparing. It's a comparison.
A comparison of what? That we're bigger than them and it was stupid for them to take us on?
It's like an open micer starting a war with a headliner.
With a big national headliner.
It's like a kid starting a war with his parent. It's like a little baby lamb starting a war with a lion, right?
See, you know what I'm saying.
Am I right?
Yeah,
Am I
you're
getting
right.
it?
You know what I'm saying.
You talk Voss, that's great. My problem is I don't talk Voss yet. Oh my God, Rich.
No, you know what I'm saying. Listen.
Did you ever fight Marvin Hagler?
It's like a CD starting a war with the Nano. It's like
when you fought Marvin Hagler. Listen, thank you, Anthony.
We walked into a very
Anthony.
Opie, I am so sorry for leaving you. I'm listening to this, and I wanted to change to JV and Elvis. I swear to you, I apologize so much for leaving you.
I want to.
It sounds so distraught.
I want to let people inside my head for a second. This is how twisted I am. I knew this would be painful, but for some reason I wanted to go through the process. I swear this is my life. Like, I watch TV shows I hate and I get pissed off. I am sitting here out of curiosity to see what this dope will say next.
The WB competing with NBC. They are.
And he doesn't even, like... Yeah, they do compete. Good point, Ed. It's like... But he doesn't even say with a smile like we're supposed to sit here and be on the edge of our seat with every word that comes out of his mouth.
It's like Pepsi competing with Coke.
No, it's not Pepsi competing with Coke. It's like that other one, you know?
What other one?
The real cheap one.
Right?
The one that says cola?
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Oh, what a dolt. Oh, my dear, sweet Lord.
You know what he does all the time? He'll like he will accuse me of making words up. That if I'm just speaking normally, if I use a word,
proper words, he'll accuse you of making them up.
Yeah.
Yes, that figures. Unbelievable.
All right.
I'm probably going to lose here, so have a good one. Don't stay in there too much longer with him. I don't want him affecting you.
Yeah, know what's going to happen. If I stay in here any longer, I get all the emails. You know, without Anthony, oh, shut up. Look what I had to work with. You know, without Anthony, Opie's nothing. See, they can't do a show if one of them leaves early. This is my opportunity to shine. Help me out here.
I'm here for you. Here's what I'm saying. How you stood up and just buried him. It was like it was Gladiator. It was Gladiator again. You just buried him.
It was like a gladiator against a peasant.
All right, we're going. You guys want to go to noon?
Yeah. No, what are you kidding?
All right, I guess. I don't know. I feel like,
I don't care if you spend a half hour promoting that DVD
saying we're
of yours.
terrible. And
you're not terrible. Yeah, actually, we got good reviews on what you guys did last time. Really good reviews.
Yeah, it was fun. And
I complained a lot, and I apologize.
We didn't do anything today either. We didn't do the T.O. story. We didn't do the...
Why don't we do some of it now? Don't go.
Look at me looking like, all right, why not?
What?
Oh my God! Dan, what do I do?
Why? What do you have?
What do I do?
Break and run.
Break and run.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you know, JV and Elvis, didn't they say that he was like, yeah, I'm going to tell them today that we're not going to do it anymore?
Then, yeah, right. We got that on tape.
Yeah, so then why did they cave to management when the management said stop talking?
I really don't know.
Well, here's the thing, too.
That would have been their...
The first time I went into their studio, like I was on O&A, we were on O&A at XM, and then I had to go do JV and Elvis the first time. So O&A go, we're going to play this, or, you know, they were playing bits of O&A, of JV and Elvis that were hack. So we went over there. You were with me, man. And they go, we heard you were making fun. And before we go in there, he's calling me out. This guy wants to fight everybody.
Oh, right.
Right, he's going, if you got a problem, I go, I don't even know you, right?
Right, because you walked into the studio. They were trashing Rich, and Rich went into the studio, and they go, no, we're not ready for you yet. He had to wait again.
He's trashing me without even knowing me, And then he's going, you want to fight? And then all of a sudden, and then Norton busted him, and he goes, you want to fight? The guy wants to fight everybody. His problem is he needs anger management. That's the problem.
I'm going to, let's
all right.
email him.
I'm going to cut my losses.
That one again?
No, come on.
That's a good story.
It was terrific.
Well, what do you want to talk about before you leave?
Anything but that.
Okay. Do you want
No. You guys are on your own.
No.
Oh, come on.
I got too much to lose if this doesn't go well. See, I'm funny, right?
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk. You got to know when to punch out.
Well, we can handle it. We can take it. Listen,
see, my stock could go up if I stay and really, really do some funny stuff. But if I fail, it's going to hurt me.
You know what? The risk and reward. It's not worth.
Right, exactly.
It's not worth the reward. The risk you got to take. But we'll handle it because.
All right, you guys will do the last half hour before Ron and Fez today, okay?
Easily, yeah.
All right, guys, it was an amazing show today. Anthony's drama was amazing. If you didn't hear it, if you're tuning in now, you might want to listen to the replay today.
He's almost ready to take his meeting. And
Yeah, just say that, because we'll keep the radio tease going. We don't want to tell people the ending before they hear the show.
Oh.
Because a lot of people don't hear the show until the replay anyway, as far as the XMers go.
Well, thank you for having us today.
Bill from Waterford, hey, guys. Are there any plans to change the name of the show to The Board Op, Funny Man, and Guy with Insane Girlfriend Show? Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Let's say hi to Andrew in California.
Hey, guys, I just want to congratulate you on yesterday's show. That was the most amazing broadcast I've ever heard in my life. The only thing that could top it is nuclear war.
Well, yes. That's coming, too. Trust me.
It was a wonderful program.
Yeah, thank you.
Chock full of surprises, stories, things. Who saw them coming?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, we all saw it coming. It was all just that underlying tension that had been there the whole time. But that just exploded yesterday with JV and Elvis.
I really believe this is the only radio show in America where you got to listen every day to the entire show.
Yeah.
Because at
like
any given moment, this whole thing could just explode.
It's like a soap opera.
We're either going to blow ourselves up. We're going to
done that though before.
I mean, any moment something crazy could happen on this program. Because it's a real radio show
with real people. We're trying not to pull out the radio voice and do things like typical hack radio. It's pretty much just us throwing it out there. People seem to enjoy that.
Well. Where do we begin?
God.
Yesterday's show was just amazing, and I'm not going to explain it to the newbies out there. You really just got to get hooked.
You missed out.
We call it the O&A virus for a reason. Get hooked, so we don't have to, explain things over and over again. But Anthony had a situation.
A situation.
A personal situation.
That was remedied yesterday.
Yeah, girlfriend is back home.
Oh, she's actually here today.
She's here today, but I mean she's back home.
Spending the weekend in the city.
Very nice.
Going out. Want to see Lynch's play. Who can get me tickets?
Wedding singer?
Yeah,
that's easy. That's the.
Oh Jesus! Don't make it sound like it's easy to get.
Why?
Because he's our friend. You don't want to go. Oh, you just walk in. The seats are empty. You sit down. They don't even know.
No. This is the deal. It's selling out like crazy, but there's a block of tickets that they just keep. For friends and family. It's one phone call. It's easy.
Good.
We'll do that in between the two shows, okay? But so Anthony just spilled his guts yesterday. Got very personal, very emotional, very compelling, and thank God it had a really good ending by the end of the show. So we decided, stupid us, that the radio was so damn good yesterday that we needed to go a little later on this station here in New York.
Yeah.
And on our stations across America. I don't even know who kept going with the show. I'm sure a bunch of dummies out there decide, we'll go to our classic rock now. We've heard enough.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the affiliates.
We just threw the word out. We're like, look, we're going late today. Mm-hmm. If you want to continue, do so. If not, then play your stupid twofers or your block party weekend sweepers or your 5 o'clock funnies, whatever the crap you do to fill time until we're back on the radio. So we did an extra half hour, and then we did the walk over to XM, and then we did our XM show.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We do 2 radio shows every day. I think most people understand that at this point.
I think it's been written about.
So then we're over at XM thinking, wow, man, that was a crazy morning, 3.5 hours of Ant spilling his guts and just, everyone's on the edge of their seats wondering what the hell's going to happen. Ant sounded like he was going insane. He sounded like he was going to...
Frustration.
He was going to go to the hospital and do some kind of breakout to get her out.
Breakout.
I thought it was going to end with your arrest. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
It could have.
So then we're doing our XM show, and we get word that JV and Elvis, who follow us here in New York, are trashing us because we went late.
Yeah.
And my whole point to that was, if you don't get why we went late yesterday and it was one of those things, then you just don't belong in radio.
Don't understand radio.
You don't belong in radio. It's some of the most compelling stuff you'll ever hear from a radio show which forced us to go late because we had commercials backed up, we had guests backed up. You know, and their point was, well, they could have interviewed Pedro over at their XM show. No, we couldn't. He's a very busy man. He's a Hollywood actor with publicists around him, and he was here. We had to get the job done. We promised an interview with Pedro.
Nice enough to sit around, too, for a while before we talked to him.
So then they took some lame stabs at us saying, oh, that was worth going late. That interview was
compelling.
Oh,
wow. Really great interview.
So we got him on the phone, and we beat the crap out of him. And we beat the crap out of him really bad.
Yep.
But these pussies...
They used these old hack radio tricks that people with no set on them use in order to make it sound like you're getting the upper hand. One of which is turning down the volume of whoever you're arguing with.
Yeah, we got him on the phone on our XM show. Here's the beauty of what I'm about to say. So we're going at it. You know, the Free FM here in New York is hearing their version, and the XMers out there are hearing our version. Our version was allowing them to be as loud as us.
Yeah.
It was just an all-out shouting match.
Right.
Which I completely won, by the way. It's obvious to everybody. But if you were listening to the Free FM station here in New York City, we were so low in the background it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, they turn
That's
it way down.
That's how brave these asses are.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of hacks.
Really brave.
And that situation will take care of itself. They're a bunch of hacks. So the Daily News wrote about it.
Wrote about it?
Oh, by the way, to the people that did not hear the argument.
Yeah.
It's up on opieandanthony.com. Our version. Our version.
Yeah, the one where you hear both sides.
Where you hear both sides. Because I'm not scared of anybody. You want to fight? Then we fight. I'm not going to play little radio games and turn you down in the volume and stuff, so you know we can't hear what you're trying to say.
And here's another old hack radio trick. When somebody says something that makes you look like an ass, you hit the dump button.
Right.
And dump it out and say, hey, don't curse, hey. Meanwhile, no cursing was done.
Yeah.
And we have our side of the story where Jim Norton at one point laid into them so badly that there was nothing they could do. They were like on the canvas. Jimmy, you know how Jim could just unload on somebody. Not one curse. And they kept dumping out.
Not only did they dump out...
Hey, you dropped the F-bomb. These guys are dropping the F-bomb. Jimmy never dropped the F-bomb.
No, because we knew we were on radio and we want to be heard. So there was a couple curses that flew within the exchange, yes. But at that moment, no.
No.
And all of a sudden you hear, hey, you can't curse. I got to dump you.
To curse? Oh, I get it.
Right.
You dump.
You didn't
no
like
one
what
hears our yeah.
You didn't like what we said, right?
Right. A little too close to home.
And then they're trying to claim that the only reason they have bad ratings is because they're in middays. And I'm like, well, then why aren't you trying to get a morning show out there?
Yeah.
Why aren't you trying to get an afternoon drive show out there? Because those are the two key slots that DJs want to be in.
You're so scary talented. What are you doing sitting in middays?
Right.
Complaining.
I've been doing radio since I was 18 years old. When I didn't like my position in radio, I didn't sit there and take it from management. I went and got a better job.
That's what you do.
That's what you do. You don't sit there and go, well, if they threw us in mornings or afternoons, you know, we would have unbelievable ratings.
Would you?
That's a big if. You're in middays rotting. You're in middays rotting. And you're doing nothing about it.
And then they're bitching.
You had a great opportunity when David Lee Roth stunk up the joint.
Yeah.
And if you were doing any type of show with any type of ratings, they would have moved you into that slot.
You'd be sitting here.
They didn't want to hire us. They were forced to.
You'd be sitting here right now. Believe me, they didn't want us back.
You think CBS Radio wanted to hire us? They were forced to.
Drag us back? Do you think there's this loving relationship between XM and CBS? Also, that they could just, make a deal and shake hands and smile at each other? It was that easy? No. This was a bitch of a deal to get through. And if there was any inkling of talent in the organization already, they would be sitting here.
Yeah, because it would have been a lot easier. They did not want to rehire us. The lawyers, it's in the press. The lawyers down in Washington
said, don't hire them.
Do not hire Opie and Anthony.
And management said, we don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Jesus Christ, we
either
don't have a choice.
Or we're going to be fired. We have to do this.
So where was scary, talented JV and Elvis during that whole time?
Right.
Where were they?
Right.
And you want to bitch about 9 o'clock that we're doing it. By the way, I think that was the one time we ran over, and they can't take it.
It was the one time officially we ran over. We ran over a couple other times, but it was sponsored. It was a big money-making thing for the company. So we said, sure, we'll do an extra half hour. But that was out of our hands. That was told to us by management. We could make a lot of money if you guys go an extra half hour.
9 o'clock, sorry. We'd love for something to work out where we could actually be heard on terrestrial radio until 10, because we don't like the idea that a quarter of our ratings are based on what they're doing, is averaged in. Because when you look at the ratings, you're looking at from 6 to 10. That's what everyone looks at, from 6 to 10. We work here from 6 to 9. That last hour, we have to rely on JV and Elvis's numbers to be averaged into our 3 hours.
And by the way, they bitch how they can't get numbers in middays. When you break down the 9 to 10 o'clock hour, which is part of the fine morning drive slot, they stink.
I know. Yeah, that's morning drive. You're doing an hour of morning drive radio. And stinking it up.
And trust me, you're not helping us whatsoever.
Yeah, don't do us any favors, please.
And then they're doing just a bunch of hack stuff, like bringing Howard's name into it and stuff. It's like another freaking show that thinks Howard's going to rescue them.
Go to Sirius then.
Yeah, go to Sirius.
Go end up over there. Go bow to the king, kiss his ass.
Go ahead, go.
And grab your $29,000 a year that he might give you. And do a commercial for him for your entire show, like everyone else that he brings over does.
I take pride in the fact that we never had to kiss Howard's ass.
Yeah.
We've never brought Howard into an argument when we've had a battle with somebody.
No.
Howard did. But
go work with Howard then. We're doing our own thing.
And their argument was hysterical. What was that? Rich brought it up earlier. It was really...
They go, they're such jackasses. Well, Howard... left you all the listeners. So you got
Howard. Yeah. Well, you just got the seat because Howard left. Well, they got to put someone here.
They didn't sit there with their radios going.
And by the way, they put David Lee Roth here, and that didn't work.
Right.
And then they put us here, and we're working. So what's your point?
We took over for the David Lee Roth stations officially.
Yeah.
And we earned it because they were trying to say, oh, look what you guys were handed. No, we weren't handed that. Before we screwed up royally, we were syndicated an afternoon drive to 1920 stations.
Yeah.
We made our own name in the business, pals. And we didn't need Howard to do it, jackasses.
When David Lee Roth was plummeting, they were probably sitting there going, oh, boy, this is...
Oh, we're in.
We're in.
Let me tell you, every Vulture show was sitting there crowing about how they're going to take over the slot. They're in, we're going, we're doing this. Well, we've been in talks every show, from Dick to all of them. And we just sat over at XM going, let's see what happens.
And I don't know if Howard's going to allow you to drink on the air, so you might want to see if that's possible before you accept a job over there.
Yeah. By the way,
let's go to Tom. Hey, Tom, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? Yo, that was by far the best thing I've ever heard on radio yesterday. I'm a big fan. I've been a fan of your guys for years. I do like JV and Elvis. I think it's a good show. I mean, I think...
Look, I can't even form an opinion because we're too busy doing 5 to 5.5 hours of radio a day. I'm not going to lie to you. I have no idea what kind of show they do. I heard they were successful in San Francisco. I'll tell you this much. I've been in radio since 18 and I know all the players. I never heard of JV and Elvis until we started working with them. I just never heard of them.
I like the fake radio voice.
Because now I'm hearing they claimed in the past that we ripped them off.
And the complete dishonesty. Is that part of the show you like? The complete dishonesty?
Every show, BS is around. BSing
around is one thing. Complete dishonesty is another.
Look, how would you guys feel like with that show? What about the guy from Philly who filled in for him? I don't know if that has anything to do with
Barsky. Yeah, Barsky's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. You think that guy's better than they are? Dude, you got to be...
I'm saying Barsky's pretty good. I have heard Barsky over the years.
Well,
yes.
I thought it was the most horrible show I ever heard on New York radio when that guy was on. I'll be honest.
All right. Well, that's...
You guys are by far, one of the best shows out there.
Oh, you don't have to tell us that.
And then they try to claim we stole their comedy show. What was that about?
Yeah.
I had no idea they ever did a comedy tour or comedy show.
We were the first to do a tour. Oh, yeah? You book Abbott and Costello?
Right.
Yeah. There was never comedy tours before that, and radio's never put together comedy tours.
I had no clue. I have no clue what they did with their careers.
I know.
This was an idea we had 4 or 5 years ago. It's not an original idea. They've been doing comedy tours through radio stations, by the way, for many, many years. We just took it to the next level. That's all.
Because no one's going to go see their tour. What are they going to do? Sell out,
Do the cellar?
Yeah.
They actually said we stole the idea from them. Like, are you...
That's what we do.
Do you honestly think I know the first thing about you guys?
Oh, it's funny.
And then through the argument, one of them had to say that I barely talked to him in the hall. I don't have time to talk to anyone in the hall. We leave this show and someone gives me a wireless mic because we have to continue broadcasting.
We're still doing a show.
Right away.
We're still doing a show. We stop and chat. We've always been cordial in there. It's always been civil in the hall. It's not like, hey, F you, you know? It's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up?
But I always felt an underlying thing that
it's always
they had a problem with us. It's like, look, man, you should have a problem with management. They didn't believe in you. We have nothing to do with this. If they believed in you, you'd be in afternoon drive or morning drive.
Right.
They don't believe in you.
Yeah.
The writing's on the wall. So you, as a radio show and as an air personality, go find a better job. That's what I did. That's what I did time and time again. I didn't sit there and wait for management to finally realize that maybe I have something to offer in radio. Nope. I went out and searched it out myself.
See, CBS taking you guys back. You're saying, that's like taking your old girlfriend back that had slept with the whole town. You're going,
yeah,
all right, I'll take her back. You know what I mean?
It's the hardest thing that they had to do was take us back. The most difficult show to get on the air for CBS was the Opie and Anthony show. It was so difficult to do, but that's what they felt they had to do to be successful in mornings.
And they've never done this before. You're still on another radio show.
It's ridiculous what they had to go through.
It's retarded that you're on satellite and free.
But that was easier than taking JV and Elvis and putting them in mornings.
They have you walk a block and a half every day.
Yeah, and walk a block and a half and wire us for sound. Like the FBI, we're friggin' wired for sound walking down the streets of New York. It's ridiculous.
JV and Elvis don't know that Pereno was ahead of them. It's a spot.
Wow. Thank you, Rich Voss. Anyway, the Daily News, the headline, a nasty case of air rage at Free FM. A surreal story that began when WFNY morning co-host Anthony Cumia's girlfriend was involuntarily committed to a psychiatric hospital. Cuckoo! Led yesterday to Anthony and his partner Opie exchanging a torrent of loud insults on the air with the Free FM team that follows them, JV and Elvis. The volume of this exchange and the fact it involved hosts from the same station made it sound unusually intense. JV and Elvis said Opie and Anthony aren't as successful as Howard Stern, and that while Anthony's funny, Opie is just a bored operator. Go work for Howard then, man. You love the guy.
Everyone thinks that's what's going to get to us.
They reach for the Howard.
We have more listeners than he does. What the hell do we care about Howard?
You know, they're hoping that Howard heard this, and all of a sudden Howard's calling up, hey, Jay, all of a sudden he's calling and giving them, a great gig over at that crap hole.
Sorry, I don't think he's got your number, especially out at the Hamptons house.
He doesn't even know you exist, so keep trying, though. Try, I don't know, maybe flying banners or something.
Yeah. Fly it over the beach over there.
You don't sound too desperate by using Howard's name in an argument.
These are the guys
if you could work your way into a polo match out in the Hamptons, perhaps he'd recognize you or know you.
Opie replied, yeah, a board op who's on the side of buses and David Letterman's couch. A board op who's a
Yeah, this was funny when he said this one.
God damn it, I'm going to have to send my freaking family more checks.
Boss keeps pointing to him his own chest like he said it.
I did. Opie. No, whoa. When he was yelling, he was calling Opie a board op. I started screaming, going, yeah, well, he's on every bus and the Garden, okay?
Yeah.
And then Opie goes, and Letterman.
It's like, how do you like that?
Because
my aunt and I, we had our faces on the side of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Beat that! No one's going to beat that.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen every day.
And it was the whole Garden.
It was us and Mark Messier. Beat that! Beat that!
All right.
So anyway, Opie replied, yeah, board op who's on the side of buses and David Letterman's couch. A board op who's a multimillionaire. What do you think of that? Great. My family's going to be calling for checks
That's it.
any hour now.
Multi? Did you say multi?
You told me you were making $100,000 a year.
Ooh.
Opie said nobody listens to JV and Elvis and that if they were any good, they'd have gotten the WFNY morning show when David Lee Roth was fired. Mark Chernoff, vice president of programming for WFNY, said after the exchange, it's just radio. I hope people remember that all hosts, Stern, Imus, have these kinds of exchanges.
That's not what he really said. He said,
"Oh, impression."
It's stupid. It's safe. It's like the safest thing Mark Chernoff could say. He's got to keep everybody happy.
Everyone's happy.
That's his job.
His job is like Thanksgiving dinner, where he knows that portions of the family are over that are going to argue and fight.
Right.
But come on, let's keep it all nice and no.
And then his quote.
No.
And then his quote ends with, "I love all my hosts."
Oh, he didn't say that. Tell me he didn't say that.
What he really said is, who's JV and Elvis?
The drama began with Anthony talking about how his girlfriend was committed and how he was working to spring her.
Spring.
Opie and Anthony host 6 to 9 a.m. on WFNY, simulcast with XM, then 9 to 11 on XM alone. It sounds complicated even when you read it, what we do every day. What Chernoff said, Kumia's story was compelling enough to for them to stay on WFNY until 9:30. JV and Elvis, who do 9 to 1, grumbled about losing the time. O&A called them from XM, and the discussion quickly escalated to schoolyard-style yelling.
Schoolyard-style?
And at that point, they turned down our volume because they're a bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
We kept them up in the mix the entire time. Our version is up on opieandanthony.com.
Oh, you'll hear the XM feed, which has where we weren't cursing, and they were saying, you could hear them actually saying, hey, don't curse, hey, we had to dump out of that. You could hear it. Oh, what?
There's Mark Chernoff.
Oh, Mark is
with a fake gun to his head.
Making the gun to his head gesture.
Say hi to Imus for us, will you? A schoolyard-style yelling. Opie also said WFNY's parents, CBS, wants me and Anthony to do the 9 to 10 hour, which is true.
But who would that? That's kind of like obvious.
But now all the XMers are scared. XM is pretty much not going to allow that. I don't think they're going to allow that anytime soon. I got to calm them down because the email just went nuts. Eric Logan is getting emails from pests like crazy.
Well, now we have to do 6 hours of radio, I think, to keep everyone happy.
Which we just might do. You never know.
Something like that. It's going to be a regular 8-hour job, 40 hours a week.
Yeah. I'm going to do it from cubicles.
That's it.
Let's see. Elvis said later that when the call ended, he and JV were told to stop on-air discussion of it. They were told to stop, and like good little boys, they stopped. That's why you're still doing middays, by the way. Yeah. That's why you're still doing middays. Ant and I never listen to management.
For the time being, they are. Who knows what the future will bring?
Ant and I never listened.
Who knows?
We kept things going to the point where we blew up our own careers.
And we'll do it again.
That's right!
We don't care.
WFNY is the lowest rated major FM station in New York, though O&A are in the top 10 among their target 18 to 34-year-olds.
Of course.
This gets us attention, said Mark Chernoff. Attention is good as long as no one gets hurt.
Oh, no. Stop it. Where is he?
Ugh.
Did he say that, too?
Oh, my God.
As long as no one gets hurt.
As long as no one gets hurt.
Well, those microphones could put an eye out.
Well, he did threaten Norton, JV. Come on, say it to my face.
Oh, yeah, because it always turns into all these guys, anybody that decides they have a problem with this show always starts with the fight thing. They want to fight. You want to brawl? What do you want to do? What? Well,
I say bring it on. I say bring it on. I don't give a crap.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't.
Hope's ready to go.
I talked to Bobby last night. He goes, oh, man, maybe we could scrap tomorrow. You ready to scrap?
Yeah, I don't really.
Bobby wouldn't mind.
Right after this.
Huh?
Right?
Yeah.
Right after this show today, those guys are the ones that...
I really don't care. I mean,
right?
you know, please.
I'm going to stretch in between breaks.
What, Mark? Stretch Mark?
I'm not popping a hamstring.
Please, I don't care. I'm
Papa Hammy.
Papa Hammy. You know what happened last time?
I broke my knee, man. Yeah, that's all we need. Great. That's our guy. I broke my knee, man.
Just be getting kicked in the stomach. You guys will walk out and do the walkover.
Hold my hand.
So there you go for the most part.
Yeah.
Our version is up on opieandanthony.com. It's very, very good. It's like 70 minutes long. It is very, very good.
I have never seen Norton that bad in my life.
Norton was livid.
He was out of it. I mean, screaming. And he was, especially when the guy said, hey, don't curse. You know what I mean? It's like you being accused of something you didn't do,
Because I think that was at the point where he kept yelling like them, why are you still in middays? Why are you still in middays? Why are you still in Like he wouldn't let it go until he got an answer, and they kept dumping, saying that he was cursing. And he's like, I'm not cursing. Always. He was pissed. And one thing I'm a little upset didn't make the paper, but made the radio trade websites and blogs and everything, was how do we have the actual quote here? I liked it from yesterday's blogs.
What?
The part that they left out.
What?
One of the most important parts, where I was during the whole exchange.
Oh, yeah.
I was nude shampooing in my shower. They actually added that to the story yesterday. Thank God the what was it, the Daily News it was in today? Thank God they decided to leave that out. I had to leave early, so I was home in the shower with my cell phone on speaker, shampooing my hair, listening to this whole thing, trying to get a word in edgewise, but my phone was gating out because
Anthony showering the nude as the board op, continued for another hour and a half by himself with little Jimmy Norton.
There was
actually it was me and Jimmy. I shouldn't say by myself.
It was you guys just killed, and there's no way to get in on Opie on that one.
Holy
on those
crap.
type of situations.
It really says it.
What?
Oh, great. Hold on. Here, give me the whole story. We got to take a break, but give me the whole story. Thank you. Another article on this. Opie and Anthony, JV and Elvis battle in on-air argument. The tension between O&A and the show that follows them on CBS erupted to an on-air argument Thursday when O&A's show ran 20 minutes long. And middayers JV and Elvis complained. This is really hard to read. I'm sorry. I'm reading off a really bad computer screen. Complained on the air about the delay of the start of their show. O&A show stayed on the air late because of the continuing battle between Anthony Cumia and officials at a hospital over an incident in which Anthony's girlfriend was involuntarily committed after being taken to the hospital ill and in an intoxicated state by an alarmed Anthony.
Where's my drunk kooky girl?
Anthony's telephone argument with a hospital representative kept the show on the air past the usual 9 a.m. crossover to XM satellite radio. Meanwhile, JV and Elvis complained to FAY management and then on the air about the delay. After O&A moved over to XM about 9:20 and got wind of JV and Elvis on-air complaints, they called into JV and Elvis show to confront the middayers. I don't give a crap about the schedule. If we want to go late, we're going late, Opie told JV and Elvis. After JV and Elvis claimed that O&A didn't earn their syndication and said that Howard Stern had earned the stations with O&A merely the replacements.
That statement right there is so ridiculous.
Insane.
He earned them. Well, he left. Then they don't just put anyone in the seat after someone leaves. Oh, they did.
They like to
David Lee Roth.
They like to ignore what we've done in radio. We built up afternoon drive syndication, which, by the way, was never done before. And the way we did it, we were syndicated to 20 radio stations. We made a name for ourselves in this business.
There's a prime
example.
Throw
that out the window like that didn't happen.
It's
ridiculous.
Here's a prime example. David Lee Roth did not earn the right to sit in the morning drive seat that Howard vacated. He didn't earn it, and look how that worked out. We, over the years, did earn it, and that's why we're sitting here. Thank you very much.
That's right. Replacements. O&A sidekick Jim Norton responded by asking, why weren't you the replacement? Why did they stick you in middays? JV and Elvis said on the air that they were discussing going back to where they had been successful in the past, an apparent reference to returning to San Francisco. Bye-bye. No one will miss you. Bye-bye. It'll happen more in the future, Opie said, referring to stay on the air past 9, so you'll have to deal with it or get another gig. JV and Elvis continued trashing the morning show, denigrating Opie as a board op. That is the hackiest thing at this point, to call me a board op.
Oh.
I mean, the reality is I make a lot of money, And, the company could save a crap load of money if I was truly a board op. But the reality is I'm a genius, and I get paid to be a genius. So deal with it.
And your modesty is something to be spoken about.
Yeah, I know. But, they're pushing me now. I've been a humble broadcaster for many, many years, trust me. But if you want to push me...
Screw him now.
If you want to push me, the reality is I'm a genius, and I get paid very well to be a radio genius. How do you like them apples?
Nothing better than seeing that divine spark hit Opie, and then he grabs his notebook and writes something down that you know is going to get us in trouble. It's like,
get somebody hurt.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So if you're going to try to get to me, you're going to have to try a lot harder than the old board op thing. And the old, try to divide and conquer.
That is the old.
By saying Anthony is funny, but Opie is this. It's not going to work. We've been at this for 12 years. We're in this for the long haul. I have effed up his life so many times, and he still comes back to work with me. How do you like that, Bob Kelly?
Why do I keep coming back? But I do. Broadcasting genius.
If we can't break ourselves up, you're going to be the one that breaks us up, divide and conquer? That old gag? Shut up.
Just because you can't stand who you work with.
JV and Elvis continue trashing the morning show. I'm getting a timeout from Mark Chernoff. Relax. We're almost done.
A timeout?
And talking anti-O&A phone... What?
It would be easier if you could read...
and taking anti-O&A phone calls well into the show with Opie and Anthony on the phone from... Opie, Anthony from his home, and Norton listening in and commenting on XM and arguing with JV and Elvis. Opie noted that...
You got to get on mic. What are you reading, Norton's screen?
It's really hard to read.
Smeared with
Opie noted that
goo.
Noted that it must burn them up that a board op is doing better than them. New midday show coming to Free FM, Anthony laughed, adding that he was nude and shampooing during the whole argument. Okay.
Adding that he was nude and shampooing, yes, during the whole argument.
It was really hard to read.
Which I absolutely was. It was the most disturbing thing, listening to a big argument as I'm trying to shampoo with one hand because I had the cell phone in the other one.
Well,
in my palatial shower.
I want to thank them for the excitement and all that crap, but, now we move on, and you guys just become an afterthought.
Remain in your obscurity. So we're done with you.
I hope you enjoyed your day in the limelight.
Wasn't it fun?
But that's all you get is a day.
Wasn't it fun being part of this whole excitement of the morning show that is the Opie and Anthony show? It must have been fun. Well, bye-bye.
You get a day in the limelight.
That's it. Through your bone.
Howard, you got to respect him, and that's why we still battle it out with him all the time. But you guys, you get a day. Congratulations. You got a day out of us. All right, let's say hi to Ted.
Truck stop.
Ted, what's up?
Get it, Ted.
So, yes, just about the fight yesterday. I think it's ironic because they also have a problem with the back end with the radio show that their show's syndicated in San Francisco, and yet they can't get their own show syndicated back in their old market.
Oh yeah. Well, we're moving on from this crap. By the way.
Yeah, we just enough. They've been in the limelight long enough. If they want to go back there, let them. If they stay here, who cares? It doesn't matter. But I could care less.
But we do encourage people to check out the audio of the fight on our website, opieandanthony.com, because it's
hysterical.
Yeah,
is what it is.
I yelled Yakov Smirnoff. For 3 minutes straight.
For the comedy tour.
Yakov Smirnoff.
That they wanted to put together. What was your lineup? Gallagher, Yakov Smirnoff,
and Judy Tenuta. I'm like, that's the type of comedians you guys can get. But to claim that we ripped off the idea from them, I don't even know what to say to that. I had no clue you ever even did a comedy show. I'm sorry. I don't know much about you. I'm sure that really bothers you, by the way. I know it does, because one of them had to say, he barely even talks to me in the hall. I don't even know who you are.
It's because you have you're a drinking problem.
Just keep hoping for all right. Just keep hoping for the Howie call. I'm sure that'll be coming any day now.
Let's go to Georgia. James, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, love the show. Been listening for quite a while now.
Cool, thanks.
I was wondering what happened with Anthony's girlfriend yesterday. Nobody said anything.
I sprung her. She's been sprung.
Yeah, but how'd you get it out?
No, I went over to the hospital, and apparently some of the doctors had heard the show. They heard the show and sat down, spoke with them. They were, pretty much in the mindset of they just want to prevent lawsuits. And that's pretty much what the deal was all about. And I say, it would be nice if I could actually have gotten in touch with some of these doctors a little sooner. That would have been nice. Have her signed out that day. But, that's not the way it happened. But I sat and talked to them. They seemed to be, pleased as punch that they were being talked about on the air. And she's fine. That's pretty much it. She's here. She's actually in here today.
I've had that. You got to be very careful. I've actually done alcohol overdose and wound up in the hospital. And they come in as soon as you wake up and they start asking you questions.
Yeah.
And you have to be very. I had instinct enough to know, to be like, no, this is my first time. Blah blah. Somebody, I gave them all the right answers because they really do want to just throw you in a room.
Grab her real quick for 2 seconds. Watch this. But just watch this. Got her out yesterday. Yeah. Brought her home. Everything was completely fine. Not even an issue. I mean, things it says committed in the paper. Committed.
Oh yeah, you got to have her say something because the first line in the Daily News article says committed to a psychiatric hospital.
Here, baby, how you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, baby. You feeling better?
Yeah, everything's great.
Yeah, you want to lay down now? You comfy in your pajamas?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah.
She feels. See, everything's fine.
This show is so messed up.
Jesus Christ.
That's not right. That's her, by the way, that's not Aunt doing a voice.
No, that was her. That was her. Yes. That was her Anna Nicole Smith impression that she's been doing.
It's terrific. Josh in Florida, what's up?
Morning, boys.
Hey.
Mr. Bordoff, sir.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that you were awesome yesterday, but Mr. Norton destroyed. I haven't heard him that enraged since Dragon Wagon and Kenny from San Jose.
Oh, Kenny from San Jose.
Because we hate dishonest bitches, man. It comes down to that. A lot of dishonesty flying yesterday, and it gets ridiculous. Hey, look at the time. We have to end the show.
Oh, damn.
Or do we?
Or do we? Kick your feet up.
You know what?
Let's sit back and relax.
You didn't even get into his new book yet.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I want to hear about the new book.
The new book.
What?
Woo, he just got real comfortable.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What you heard was 2 feet going up on a desk.
Kicking back, relaxing, settling in for a spell.
Deal with it. Getting back to Busting Vegas, the new book by Ben Mesrick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben, that you've had to wait about an hour and a half.
No, I love Dane. It's awesome.
Yeah, I hope you're not even the real Ben Mesrick, and I hope you're his twin.
And I hope this interview we're doing is just fascinating.
Oh, this is heated.
Let's go to Carl in Jersey. Carl, what's up?
Opie, you put your feet up on that desk at 9 o'clock. You're my hero. After that fiasco with those dopey bozos, I love you. I'm going to buy XM for everybody I meet for the next 15 minutes. I swear to God.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're amazing.
Thank you, bro. Let's go to Anthony in New York. Anthony, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Bordoff?
What's up?
No, I got to tell you the truth, man. I'm a JV and Elvis fan. Get off the goddamn air.
No. You're that Anthony guy that called yesterday? Dude, see, they hang up. Here's what happened. He called their show yesterday twice.
Yes.
They had to get him to call twice to give them compliments on their show. And meanwhile, instead of hanging on, and he could have said whatever he wanted, let it be known he hung up because we don't hang up.
Justin in the Bronx.
Bash us.
We're giving away tickets on the walkover today, right? Yes.
I hate my name now.
What tickets again?
It's the same as his.
Hey, Justin, what's up?
Call me Kathy.
Hey, what's up, guys? I was just wondering when this guy's book's coming out.
Yeah, when's the book coming out, Ben?
Busting Vegas is out in paperback right now. Let's get that all out.
Keep calling.
I love it.
When's the book coming out?
You guys should stay here all day.
We just might.
Those guys are idiots. It's like the show after ER complaining if ER ran 20 minutes over. They would be the happiest people in the world if ER ran over.
Does anyone know what the show is after ER?
Exactly.
No, I couldn't tell you.
Well, you know what? I made those comparisons yesterday, and I got smashed for it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Well, he made a good one. You made awful ones.
Listen, if he said ER, not in front of me, I would let you guys stay on for half the show, right? I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah,
they're
of
crazy.
Come on.
I'm keeping your book.
All right, yeah.
All right, Ben Mesrick, Busting Vegas is the new book.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Hey, Funny Bones.
Love it. You're a pro.
Hey, what's up, Opie? What's up, Anthony?
What's up,
Funny Those shit dicks just made fun of you as soon as they went on air.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, when they finally got on air.
Yeah, well, when they were complaining about that, too. And some guy named Mark was telling them to drop it. And then they said how they were scared that the pet, when they left the studio yesterday, that they were scared of the pest attacking them. They said, he was carrying a scissor, some crap like that. So, keep up the fight, man. I'm going to go knock their message board again.
All right, thank you.
If he's scared of the pest, he should just carry a treadmill. They'll back off.
We're done with those asses. We did our thing.
They had their moment.
What? JV and Elvis, part 1 of today's rant?
Yeah.
What are they saying? Anything worth it? Same crap? No, forget it. Come up
They're
with
done.
Hey, the CD player is jammed. All right, we're settling in. We dragged Ben along with us.
I just followed you. I'm like that guy who
That's the type of show
falls
this is,
asleep
though.
on your couch and
Just a crowd of people walking. You might as well join them, right?
Cool.
That was a nice crowd today, considering it's a crappy day in New York.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, do you ever feel nervous walking down there like that with all this?
They were told to drop it because you guys pulled a stern and had a gag order. See, that's the shit.
Gag order?
We did not have anything to do with them being told
gag order. They can say whatever they want. If their boss tells them to shut up, we sure didn't tell Mark to tell them to shut up. Say whatever you want. It's the old if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it. Philosophy.
That's
no
what
one's
sucks about
listening
radio.
to 'em.
That's what sucks about radio. They'll claim that, and there's no proof.
Yeah, we put a gag order on them.
I mean, Howard admitted it himself.
Yeah,
justified what we were saying for a couple of years. But they could say whatever they want. There's no proof.
They say whatever they want. We didn't tell anybody.
There's no accountability. They know they're just lying
up
through their teeth. JV and Elvis are trashing you guys again, trashing the past, saying that they are all computer geeks, saying the last good show was in 2002. Jimmy is out in Pittsburgh doing Slurpees, whatever that means, and that Ant has an ugly face. What hacks?
Oh no. 2 men don't find me attractive. Shit. That upsets me so much when men don't find me attractive. I would like to know if you don't find me attractive, what men do you find attractive? JV and Elvis? Which one?
Is that why you're drinking? Because you can't handle your homosexuality?
Is that the problem? JV or Elvis?
I think
whichever one is which.
I think you look stoic.
Thank you, sir.
Very stoic.
Yes.
Good-looking man.
Let's say hi to Chris. Chris, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Hey.
Those 2 retards over there just trashing you guys about how you have no ratings in certain markets and how Anthony's face looks like a dog's ass.
Oh, no ratings.
Oh, that upsets me so much when a man doesn't find me attractive.
Well, they're having fun at the Javits Center. I guess they broadcast live down there today.
Yeah. Must be Hack Week at the Javits Center.
All right, thank you.
Is it Failed Jock Expo 2006?
It's the Future Expo.
Is that what's going on over there?
It's the Future Expo.
Future Expo?
You might want to look into the crystal ball for what's going to happen to you guys.
Let's go into your fucking future. I see unemployment.
Yeah. I see the doghouse empty.
Oh, please.
The doghouse. In hacks.
Hacks.
Doghouse.
Just stop.
Whoa, monsters in the morning.
I can't believe they said you have an ugly face. What guy would say that?
Who cares?
What are we, in kindergarten? Ugly face. Shut up.
I wake up every morning and look in the mirror. I know what I look like. There are people that don't find me attractive, and, there are people that do. If JV and Elvis doesn't, I got no problem with that. That is like I can't even give a number to how concerned I am on the list of number 1 concern and down. I don't even think it comes up to a number that has been invented where my concern lies, whether I'm attractive to JV and Elvis. And obviously it means they find Opie attractive because they didn't say anything about Opie. So now Opie, JV and Elvis find attractive.
Right.
Yet they find ugly.
Opie, yeah.
What's the Slurpee thing in Pittsburgh? I don't get that.
I guess they think he's playing some crap hole in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's not doing my business.
No, I said Rich is here.
Let's go to Dave. What's up, Dave?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Listen, dude, these guys are like trashing the shit out of you on the radio. Like they're talking like a whole bunch of shit. Like it's ridiculous.
Who's there to hear it?
Well, I'm here on my desk in my office right now because my XM unit crapped out, so I can't listen to you guys.
Yeah.
But I was like, I heard the replay yesterday, and I'm like, all right, let me check these guys out. And I've never heard of them. But let me check them out. I'm sitting there and listening to them, and they fucking suck. They are horrible.
We're only doing them a favor right now, and I hate doing them a favor because their ratings are so awful. So abysmal that why don't you tell it? Yeah, I'll just sit here. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you talk. See, that was Jimmy's bit, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy gets Slurpees in Philly.
I apologize. But you guys, man, you guys are awesome.
Wherever.
All right, thank you, Dave. All right, let's get into some more show. Man attempts to light X on fire. We were going to play this about 2 or 3 days ago at this point. Here it is.
I don't condone this, but I understand. What happened?
Any bad stories from your marriage near the end?
Oh,
where you want to do something stupid?
No,
kids, though.
I don't want to. No,
she can't set the mother on fire.
No, she's doing
children.
I'm not saying any of that. But
no, I like
a little revenge action.
No, not at all.
It was a nice divorce.
No, I went with a girl once to put a restraining order on me. I wanted to, just take her out. But my ex-wife is cool. She's always been cool with me. We've always been cool. So.
No, fascinating. I love those stories. Ugh.
We're
still great friends. Are you?
Yeah. She cleans my house. I got kids.
Is she Mexican? That's ridiculous.
What are you going to do? Fight with her for 18 years until your kids are grown up?
Do you just leave jizz-stained towels around for her to pick up? Yeah, and I was tagging someone last night, and
what is this? Hold on, Alex in Dallas. Alex.
Yes, how's it going?
What's up, Alex?
I was just calling because 105.3, the Jagger Show, is talking shit, saying you guys are arrogant and you guys should be blessed. And Howard Stern, he moved up in the rankings, and you guys just took over. And I don't think they know that that other show is talking shit to you guys.
So you got audio of this?
Maybe he's friends with JV.
Talk about it right now.
They're not talking about it right now. I'm listening to it, but
all right, if they start talking about that, let us know, okay?
All right.
Maybe it's what? It's real tough to be the big boys. It's tough to be the top gun in town because there's always the people that want to come and have a little shootout with you to get a little attention, to get a name for themselves. And unfortunately, fortunately for us, but unfortunately, we're now the it show. We're the show.
Yeah, it means we made it, I guess.
Stern went over to Sirius. He's got a handful of fucking listeners. God bless. Have fun. You got a great paycheck, whatever. But as far as terrestrial radio goes, we're now the guys. We're the top of the pyramid. We're the guys that go on Letterman. We're, it. So we're going to get shit. That's what's going to happen. It comes with the territory.
Let me make this perfectly clear. We did not put a gag order on anyone. I'll get Mark Chernoff on the radio on Monday to prove it. If I have to have Club Soda Kenny drag his ass into the studio.
There's no gag order.
Gag order? They're talking about us.
Why put a gag order on someone that's going to get booted out the door anyway any minute now?
I know for a fact Mark Chernoff went in and told them to shut the fuck up yesterday, and they did.
Certainly
like
did.
Good little boys. I know that happened, but we had nothing to do with it. And I'll prove it on Monday. I'll drag Mark's ass right into the studio and make him speak.
If one of the bosses tell them to shut up, it certainly wasn't us telling the boss that.
I'll get Joel Hollander on the phone to prove that we did not throw a gag order on anyone. Don't you worry. We'll take care of that on Monday. Daryl from Chicago, what's up?
Good morning, Shit Dicks. I got an advertising update for you guys here. And CKG's actually spending some money. They put the commercial on TV with the chick with the big fat ass, which is hilarious, mind you. And the billboards, and you guys aren't that ugly. I don't know what these guys are talking about. So, I think you guys are cute. Have a great day. Punching out.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Dugout Doug. Doug, what's up?
This is just the situation I was waiting for. Right now you got two shows that are talking crap about you guys. And we have two message boards now with pests. So I send out the invitation. Whackbag, you guys pick one show. FBA will pick the other. and let's see who gets more calls through.
Oh, by the way, we have already called out an attack.
Competition.
You guys go have fun. I heard you shut down message boards and websites yesterday.
Yeah.
So let's have a friendly competition between the message boards. Let's see who can fuck up the show the worst.
We love that our pests are what they say, like computer geeks. They say that. Yeah. Who do you think? Who do you think wins in the battles on radio and over the computers and phones and whatever else there is? Yeah, they're geeks. Watch. Shut your ass right down.
Fullblownaids.com or OAExperience.com.
And whackbag.com is going to go ahead and pick one of the shows, and we're going to start destroying.
Personally, I would like to see Whackbag and FBA get along. I mean, it's so stupid.
Yeah, this is a friendly, competition.
There's other websites that don't get along. They got their own thing going, and, that's why we don't pay attention to them anymore, because they're not fan sites anymore. But I would like to see Whackbag and FBA get along in the end.
And this is a friendly competition that benefits what the show stands for.
All right, Doug, thank you.
Thanks, man.
We promote all fan sites. But when a website becomes less a fan site and becomes something else that has more bashing going on than fanness.
Then
fanness, thank you. Then
fanness.
Then there's no reason we should support that website. There's so many others that deserve to be supported. All right, listen. Let's say hi to Charlie in Philly. Charlie.
Yeah, what's up, boys?
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, I tuned away from my XM for a minute to see if Barsky was saying anything on 94.1.
Yeah.
And he was saying how he thought it was funny you guys went over, and it didn't seem like you were doing it on purpose. It was casual. And he goes, those guys were, he said that they're begging for somebody to talk about them. So he says, I'm only going to talk about them for 15, 20 minutes, and that's it, because that's all they deserve.
Barsky has a sense of humor. He gets it. He's not all pissed off that he had to start his show late yesterday or today.
Exactly.
He understands the end game.
The same paycheck.
He understands the end game. He understands that we leave him with a huge audience when you're having a show like yesterday or today.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting more info. Jagger is on the same station we're on in Dallas, and he's pissed off that we went late, I guess.
Oh,
look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's really simple. Instead of talking shit, call us.
There you go.
Just call us.
We put you on. We let you talk.
Call us.
And then it turns into a big argument. But
Jagger. And someone please call Jagger down there in Dallas. If you have a problem with us and what we're doing, call the show and we'll discuss it. Like men.
And we'll be civil at the beginning.
Like men who like pussy.
Oh, boy. All right. I guess the civility thing is out the window.
Like men.
Men.
Who like to lick clits.
When men.
Right? Right, Jagger? Right? Right? Right?
Jagger like dick.
No, seriously, though.
Straight to the point.
I was trying to be a little subtle, my friend,
boy.
Charlie in Philly.
Well.
But seriously, man, to all the jocks out there, if you have a problem, give us a call. Give us a call. Even Howard doesn't call the show. He knows the hotline number. I'm like, if you really have a problem
Why did you call me, Tony?
If you really have a problem with us, call us. You got the numbers. No one calls.
Why doesn't anyone in radio call?
But they're so brave on their own show with their microphones.
We try to call, and they don't take the calls.
Right.
And then when we say to call, they don't call. Call.
At this point, we got to declare war on every single radio show in America.
On midday.
That includes you, Ron and Fez.
Yeah, don't think Ron and Fez are off the hook.
Well, Fezzy, why?
Those bastards.
Jagger.
I can't pot them up. Wait.
Jagger. Jagger.
What did he tell you they were going to go?
Jagger.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello?
We're ready.
Okay, hang on.
We're always ready.
What, Christy?
Jagger.
It's O&A, go ahead.
Jagger.
There we go.
Jagger.
There we go. Hello.
Hi, Jagger.
We had you on hold, but we got a huge disadvantage. You're on XM, we're on regular radio, and you guys were talking about stuff we couldn't air.
Oh, okay.
Sorry
we were
about
We were cursing.
So, what's going on? I hear you guys are talking about us today. Is there a problem, or?
Well, we tried.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Well, hang on. We were trying to call JV and Elvis, but we were told that they're not allowed to take calls about the fight you guys had.
Well, that's not true. We'll prove it on Monday because I'll drag Mark Chernoff's ass into the studio to prove it.
Okay, because I was going to say that.
Mark Chernoff told them to stop talking about us yesterday. We've never told anyone to stop talking about us. And like good boys, they stopped talking about us. That's not our problem. We had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you clarified that because I was going to say that would be the biggest Hippocratic move ever because that's one of the things that you bash on Stern about.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, we would say whatever you want. We'd never put a gag order on anybody.
Our history speaks for itself. We've taken on everybody.
All right. Well, thanks. We had 8 minutes of content this past hour because you guys ran so late.
Yeah, well, we've never had a problem with you, have we, Jagger?
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, it's the past couple of days. That's all.
Did you guys...
Sorry there's been some collateral damage because...
that's exactly what we were talking
about. It definitely, is collateral damage.
Are you guys friends with JV and Elvis, I'm assuming?
No, we don't even know the guy.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Even met him.
No, we don't know them.
Now, Jagger, you've worked in New York. You've been around the block, man. You know radio, okay? Let me ask you something seriously, okay?
Go ahead.
You know yesterday, did you guys go with our show yesterday?
Yeah, it was on.
No, I mean when we went late?
Yeah.
Now, do you understand why we went late yesterday?
Because of the situation at the hospital with Anthony's girlfriend?
Wasn't that compelling radio?
What?
Was it compelling radio?
I didn't. That's Mondo. I didn't say
Mondo. It's one of the other guys.
I'll clarify that.
That's Mondo.
No,
yeah.
I didn't say that. Well, and dude, not only that, but it's like y'all didn't even really talk about that. I mean, I know. I guess it was discussed, but I don't. I think you guys just did your regular stuff. I didn't think it was really the discussion of what was going on with Anthony's girlfriend. And no, I didn't think it was that compelling that I had to stay riveted to the radio.
Wow.
Hey,
really?
You wanted an honest truth. You want me to...
No, I respect you for telling the truth. But
what do you consider like compelling radio, if not like somebody on the other personal life and things like that? Like what do you consider maybe an example of compelling radio?
Well, the most compelling was when Jim Norton went to that Yankees benefit thing. That was pretty.
Oh, and he trashed Jeter for like an hour.
Oh my God! Yeah, now we're talking.
That was hysterical.
Yeah,
that's fun.
All right.
Well, you really didn't find that interesting yesterday when Ant got completely personal and
doesn't always have to be funny.
And was talking about the situation that was going on with him and his girlfriend.
Not particularly, but I don't know Anthony.
That's Mondo,
and I don't know Anthony either. You know what I mean? So if I had a better working knowledge of you guys and had more of a you know how it is when listeners listen to a show. They become personal. You become a part of our lives, and I didn't feel that way.
I
didn't feel it was that compelling.
Doesn't matter. It's the fans would appreciate it more because they have a knowledge of me and
you just don't want to find it compelling.
Hey, it has nothing to do with me finding it compelling
or wanting to.
Because I'm just saying the feedback. Because we're smart radio guys. We know when we suck. We know when we're having a good show. We know when we're in the zone. And the feedback I gotta tell you from yesterday's show was unbelievable.
How much from Dallas?
It wasn't necessarily Dallas. It was just the people around us, and
right. It doesn't get broken down. They don't know
No, I mean I can't like start filtering email and go, well, Dallas liked it, San Francisco hated it, Boston liked it. In general, I'll say this. In general, people found it very interesting radio yesterday.
Yeah.
And then we went late, and those guys had a problem with that. We talked to our WISP in Philly. They had no problem we went late because they knew it was just one of those things. And then today we went late just to bust their balls. You understand?
Of course you did. We talked about that. Yeah, because the last thing they do is tell people to go listen to Whoopi Goldberg.
Right. But, it was obvious we were going to go late today just to bust their balls, Oh,
I know. I sat there and I'm like, here they go. And I knew exactly what that was for.
Right. But what I said is, this is one of those deals where it's a pissing match between the midday guys and you guys, but the affiliates are the ones that take it on the chin.
Nah, I mean, you guys would take it on the chin if all of a sudden we did this for the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's over.
Yeah, we're done.
From where we sit.
We're done with them.
Well, then we can stop spray painting over the kiosks with your pictures. Good God, there's enough of them here.
I mean, all right. Well, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, that you guys weren't enjoying that show yesterday. But you know,
no. That's Mondo. Listen, that's one guy talking to you. Don't throw that out at everybody. And this is Dean. I'm part of the show barely, but I honestly I didn't hear yesterday because usually before the show I'm crying and drunk and I don't hear a lot.
Wait, is that Mondo talking?
No, that's Dean. That's Dean. No, this is not Mondo. I have nothing. I'm not affiliated with him.
All right.
But I was just curious if you could.
Look at these pussies in here backing up.
No. I mean, I have to say, honestly, I didn't get to hear it yesterday, so I was just wondering if you could just very briefly tell me what was going on, because I know briefly Anthony's girlfriend was sick or something like that, but I guess what I'm asking is why did it warrant enough time that it knocked everything out of whack? Not that that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just wondering, what was it about that incident?
It was just because it was unfolding as we were on the air. So the thing is, answers were being gotten and put out over the air as things were happening, so it ran late.
When the show started, we didn't know when Ant was going to be able to get his girlfriend out. It turned out to be I'm embarrassed to say it, a perfect radio bit, because right when we were ending the show, we get the good news that she's going to be released from the hospital.
Right.
And I know that sounds like, oh my God, they're doing a hacky bit, but it just worked out that way.
That's just how it worked out. It was in real time, so it's hard to, cut it off exactly.
But when
when
you're getting some real radio from somebody on the show, and you can't all of a sudden say, well, hold that thought, we'll be back after these messages to hear more of Anthony's pain. So,
right.
we went late, and we got way behind in spots and guests and other things we wanted to do. So when 9 o'clock came around, we had this dude from Employee of the Month, Pedro.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to hear it might have been Pedro's twin brother.
His twin brother.
They send he sends
Efren Ramirez.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this, because again, I'm kind of new to radio, but should you date someone based on the bit you can get out of them, just as a pointer?
Yeah. Actually, yes. Whatever material you can get.
It's 20 hours a week.
But you're too normal. Yeah. Now, I'm just glad that you guys, and I hope you clarify it on the air Monday, because if JV and Elvis weren't allowed to talk about it because of Chiasano or other management, then that's fine. If it was because of you guys, I'm like, that would be such a douche.
No, Mark Chernoff told them to shut up, and they shut up. We would never, we welcome them to talk about us as much as they want, anybody. Talk. Whether we're going to acknowledge it anymore or not, we're done with them. What happened yesterday, it happened. As you know, we don't do that all the time. We're off when we're supposed to be off.
Normal.
It happened, once.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they blew a head gasket about it. So yeah, today we did it just to screw with them.
And what's really going on is they don't like management and whatever.
Yeah, they got problems over there.
They got their problems. They want to
go well beyond us.
They want to be doing a morning show or an afternoon drive show. So
you know, it's funny. When I worked in New York, I actually worked with Cubby, who's over there with Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, dear God.
That was a great moment when she walked into the studio and confronted us.
There's another compelling moment. That was fantastic.
But she wrecked it.
Yeah.
She did wreck it because we had, a month of material.
Oh, we were going to pull tapes every day of her and just play them. It was so bad.
Yeah, but there was no gag order. We're going to try to prove it on Monday by dragging Mark Chernoff in. What frustrates me, we really try to do a very honest radio show. We try. We really do. Yeah. And, there's so many guys in radio, they spew, lies, and their listeners just buy into it like, well, it's got to be true. My favorite radio personality's telling me this.
All right.
We try to prove it, any way possible, and we'll drag Mark or Tom Chiusano in Monday to say it. I'll call Joel Hollander personally and make sure, that's cleared up.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. All right. Well, guys. I'm glad you guys called us, actually, because we didn't know how to get a hold of you. The only thing we could do is call the Free FM station in New York.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Do you have a personal number we can give?
Yeah. We know better than that.
Why, who needs a job? Who needs a job?
There you go.
Who needs a job?
All right, Donate. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
I'll take it easy.
Bye, guys.
All right. See you.
There they go.
They'll talk shit about us right now.
Who are they?
Talk shit about.
I guarantee it.
That was one of those meetings that people have where it's very uncomfortable, political meetings where it's two countries that are like, I don't know about you. All right. We're not going to war here today, but
my gut feeling is everyone in that studio knows that yesterday was one of those days in radio. It was like radio gold. It was compelling.
It was playing out in real time. What the fuck are we supposed to do?
What was his name? Mondo?
I don't know.
But I think Mondo's whole gig is that he's got to be the one that I didn't think much of.
But
it.
Is that his
I'm not. Well, he had a point though. I mean, like when you know you and you listen to you guys every day, it's like, dude, I really know you. I know you by your girl.
Listeners will be more involved, but that's something anyone punching around the dial can punch into and go. You know, if you're into talk radio, you're going to stop and go, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
and check it out.
Look, hospital holding you hostage isn't a good enough story.
Yeah, exactly.
I could tell you when we suck. I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of dishonest if another radio guy is going to say that yesterday wasn't interesting. It's hard for me to really believe that he believes that. But that's my opinion. But I respect that he had the balls to say something.
Hey, but what I don't understand, I thought you guys were going into this call to bash. I thought these guys were talking about you. It seemed like you guys were going into a fight, and you said...
That's how we work. It's an honest show. We're not going, let's call up and get in a fight, a radio fight.
No.
It's like,
let's get the truth.
No, you let them talk.
You talk first, and then when you start getting shit, like we did yesterday with those two jerk-offs, then it goes into battle mode. But there's no reason, just because it's another show on your phone, that you gotta all of a sudden act like fucking animals all the time.
So these guys are basically... What I'm trying to say is I ever worked Dallas. Can I do this show?
Okay. I should have seen that coming a mile away. Yes, Rich.
Who's...
You don't know who Pugs and Kelly are on that station. It's us, Jagger, Pugs and Kelly.
I've never done Dallas.
And then a guy that...
I've done that.
What's his name again? He really hates us.
Oh, he had some shit with you. Another fucking bunch of bullshit happened there. Said that you were sending him emails, right?
Saying you're next, we're taking over your gig.
You're next, we're taking over your gig.
It was a complete lie. And we actually had a computer geek prove that it was a lie to this PD, and he was still buying into the horseshit this guy was saying. Russ Myers. Or Russ Meyer, or something like that. Yeah. Like I was writing emails to a station in Dallas saying, we're coming for your gig. Like, what?
This is...
We were trying to take on the whole radio world at that time. We were just trying to survive in New York and all the stations we were syndicated to.
Do you know what's so funny? Like how someone like these midday guys will go after you like JV and Elvis. But someone like Hannity, who is as well respected at what he does as you guys do.
We're fine.
You know what it is?
Hannity.
Because, hey, you know what? These guys are on my level. I can hang out.
Talent isn't afraid of talent.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know what's wrong with Tom.
Fast Freddy, it was a fucking opinion. Let him have it. We did let him have his opinion. Norton wouldn't have let him have it. Well, he would have let him have it.
Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, I respect... I don't know. Let me say hi to Darren in Dallas. Darren, this proves I just know the radio business. Go ahead, Darren.
You were absolutely right, Opie. He just got on the radio after y'all got off and said that, I'm the one that's got the balls in the room, and the rest of them were like, I got too much to lose to go to bat with these two guys. And you caught it just right.
The guy that he had the balls for saying he didn't think yesterday was compelling. I saw right through it. I'm like, come on.
Yep, that was his stick.
And even if he didn't or doesn't, that's fine too. Like, who gives a shit? It's just...
Yeah, they're douchebags anyway. I hate them anyway. I listened to them before I got my XM and got turned on to y'all, and he's a piece of shit. I hate him.
Everything's
all right, Darren. I honestly don't know much about this.
I just want to know why I'm an arrogant cunt.
Oh, you want to go there?
I can tell you why you're a cunt.
It says, Tom, Oklahoma, Ant is an arrogant cunt. Hello, Tom.
Hey.
How you doing?
All right.
Russ Myers is Mondo Topless. It's Russ Martin. Sorry.
Oh, Martin. Why am I an arrogant cunt?
Because you said, isn't that compelling radio? Like everybody's supposed to be fucking impressed?
I didn't say...
Nobody.
Hold on, sir. I never said once...
Maybe it was Opie.
I never said that was compelling radio.
Tom, it was me.
Never. Opie said it was compelling radio.
And let me explain. Okay, of course not everyone's going to find a compelling radio, but I'm talking about in general. In general, that was a compelling radio show. People were glued to the radio. Got a lot of email from people saying I was late for work. I couldn't leave my car. I guess I'm speaking in general terms.
And
of
Tom,
course, there are people out there like boring, and they moved on to something else.
Let me address Tom here for a second also. Opie's was not in the situation. I was. I can't say whether it was compelling or not. Tom, are you there?
Yeah,
Tom, yeah. I can't offer an opinion on how compelling it was because I was involved in it. It was my situation. So do you understand? It's like I could never say that was some compelling radio. That was just what was happening and me conveying it.
And not only that, when an athlete plays a good game, he knows it's a good game. He goes, you know what? I played above my level today, or I did well. You don't go, he's an arrogant douchebag. He knows he did better.
Even like the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, he knows he's in the zone and giving the people a great concert. But there'll still definitely be someone in the audience going, they suck tonight. But I'm talking in general terms.
You know.
I just know that was a great show yesterday. I just know in my soul.
Yes, Tom.
More analogies.
Hey, why don't you let your fans, or lack thereof, speak for your success?
See here, now you called with an agenda. You called with an agenda.
I didn't call with an agenda.
You did. You don't like it. Well, wait a minute. Let's talk civilly. You don't like us, and you said our fans or lack thereof with no knowledge of our ratings, Tom, right? Do you know how many listeners we have?
The ratings, Howard.
I have our ratings.
So it's not important.
Tom, I have our ratings. I know how many listeners we have. And saying our lack thereof is some ignorant response you're making because you don't know how many listeners we do. It's been printed that we do have listeners. So what you're saying is bullshit. You called with an agenda.
I didn't call for an agenda.
Oh, let me explain what agenda means first. I'm sorry. Get
a friggin' dictionary.
Well, you don't have to explain anything to me. I'm not a crazy cunt like your girlfriend.
Hey.
Wow.
Don't call her crazy.
Low blow.
Which is the heaviest box to lift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't act like
anything
he's
else.
a dummy.
Anything else, Tom?
Well, I gotta go back to listening to Howard Stern like everybody else.
Oh, you got Sirius.
There you go.
Wait,
you got them both.
You got Sirius and XM.
Tom, wow.
Tom,
what's that?
Tom has more radios than he does teeth.
Sister, right?
You're not my wife or my sister.
Tom,
what do you know?
Read some articles on Howard Stern, then you'll realize how wrong you were with that last statement.
And keep listening. You listen every day, Tom. Keep listening. You know everything that's going on.
Thanks,
you know everything that happens on the show.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for the call, Tom.
Receding hairline asshole.
And that's a prime example of what happens on this show that doesn't happen on other shows. He gets through. I want to hear what he has to say and address it. And there it was. The guy... an uninformed jerk off.
And you guys, I mean, look, and he said something funny, and we kind of laughed.
Yeah.
I mean, most guys are so egotistical, they do nothing wrong, and the reason why it was compelling is because usually talk radio is about news and blah, 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 and celebrities. Very rarely do you get a guy who's the star of the show let everybody in, because you get letting assholes like him in to say that shit about your chick. But you're saying, fuck it, go ahead, this is really going down.
That's what's happening in real time.
That's why it's compelling.
Can I tell you why yesterday's show was so compelling?
Why, Opie?
Because I know radio like this.
He's pointing to the back
scab
of his
on your hand.
No, the scab's over here.
Freckles on your forearm?
With the bump that Voss put on the back of your hand with a golf ball?
Wait, that's over...
your malignant tumor?
It's still there.
It looks like a rocky road.
The reason yesterday's show was so compelling is because everyone is talking about it today.
Look at that.
Jagger's saying that, his show, he's the representative of the show, I guess. It's his show. So their show in general saying it wasn't compelling. Really, then why are you talking to us today?
No, just Medusa.
There's no other reason to talk to us today.
Right.
Yeah.
We created talk. That's what you do with a talk show.
Right.
What do you do?
Even that guy who
you know what? That speech on compelling was compelling. That's what I'm saying.
I like compelled to find something compelling.
That was compelling what you just said. It made me. I feel compelled to comment on what you just said about compelling.
I would be compelled by what you just said, but I'm still so compelled about that compelling stove refrigerator.
Yes, it was compelling.
If I could say refrigerator.
And if
hold on. Let's say hi to Jason in Oklahoma. Jason.
Hey, boys, how you doing?
Good.
Hi, Jason.
I would like to apologize on behalf of the state of Oklahoma for that last caller.
Are you apologizing for Tom?
Yeah, we're banning Oklahoma from the show today.
We have. We're putting a gag order on Oklahoma.
We have to do it.
You still have fans here.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Alrighty.
All right. Brett in Boston.
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Hey.
So you are a genius marketing guy, but that was clearly not compelling radio yesterday. I hate to say it. You know, we're listening to Ant talk like a lunatic to these hospital people, and it just probably wasn't working out, even for us regular listeners.
But
Come on, guys.
One man's opinion. It's all subjective.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is, don't you, when you're talking to like corporations, and don't you get so frustrated that they put you on hold and put you through this and that? Don't you deal with that all the time, right, sir?
I can't.
Well,
I can't. We're gonna end this because this is so. It was an amazing show yesterday. The Daily News wrote about it.
First of all, I didn't put it on the radio. I didn't put it on the radio for it to be a great, compelling segment. It was happening. I couldn't, in all honesty, come in yesterday and do a show about goofy stories in the news, Brett. It's not a thing. I couldn't just come and sit down. I didn't want to take another day off and just sit at home stewing about this. So I figured I'd come in and put it out over the air. Whether it made great radio or not wasn't my motivation or anything.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
Anthony, here's the deal. The people that hated the radio yesterday would probably also hate to see Jimmy Norton at the Pittsburgh Improv tonight, tomorrow, 3 shows.
It's a plug.
Yeah, I saw Jimmy last night. I also saw him in Secret Agent Man. And, Jimmy was hysterical as usual. You'd expect that.
Yeah.
But the real star of the show afterwards was the Secret Agent Man. He's kind of like a mix between a carny and one of those baseball stadium vendor guys.
Dude, I got to ask you something about how they're feeling in Boston.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Douchebag.
I do that much better than you.
I got him to say yeah. That's all I wanted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the timing was off.
I just wanted him to say yeah.
This made me uncomfortable.
I just wanted him to say
feel bad for him.
You don't give him the fucking Boston sympathy shit, mister.
I wasn't. Don't get mad at me.
I felt uncomfortable about that. I'm shaking my seltzer bottle out of him.
Fucking old Jew. The only time you scare me is when you have your fucking wine glass.
Look at you, young man.
Don't you give him your sympathy.
I got him to say yeah. That's all I was trying to get him to say. And then hung up on him.
It was just uncomfortable.
All right, look.
You and your shaking.
I'll crash myself.
Pussies, when are you going to prove you didn't put a gag order on the other show? Is Mark Chernoff here?
What? No, he's been fired.
He's been fired?
No, I don't know where he is.
Wearing revealing. They thought he was nude until they realized those slacks are just form-fitting.
No gag order, you douchebag.
He knows it.
Come and who said that? What nameless douche said that?
Wilma. Fingerdo.
Wilma. What is that?
I don't know. Some funny
call. Why don't you call and at least face the show as real human beings and not faceless typing?
See, we don't deal with radio shows that just openly lie.
Yeah.
If Mark is here, bring him in. Because it's the radio shows can say whatever the hell they want, and they're not held accountable, just like these stupid news programs that we're talking about today. We did not put a gag order on anyone.
No gag order, you ass.
Ask Tom if he wants to come in and prove that we didn't do it.
Yes.
We hate Tom on our show, but he could help us today.
And tell him to put on a non-homosexual appearing tie.
Tom.
I said that he walks in.
Simple as this. Here's Tom Chiusano, a man of his word.
Who you hate on your show.
Well, yeah.
I got caught saying.
I mean, the last time you're on, we were talking about, getting a sunburn. It was kind of depressing for everybody.
No gag orders.
Thank you.
Okay.
No gag orders.
No.
Tom Chiusano, a man of his word. He's got a reputation in this business. He worked with Howard forever, and, the fact is we did not put a gag order on JV and Elvis. They made up that crap.
Stop it.
No. Who's they?
Huh?
Nobody made up any crap.
Mark Chernoff told them to stop. It had nothing to do with us, and they stopped on their own.
We said we don't want our two shows fighting, and you and they both agree, so we've all moved on.
No, we didn't agree. We just decided to move on.
We just moved on.
Yeah, because it's not really important into the overall picture of what we're trying to accomplish.
Dick, all right?
Huh?
If you're gonna call me in here, don't be a dick.
No, I'm not being a dick, but you got to tell it like it is. We don't carry the way is what I'm getting at. We don't.
There was no gag order. Jesus, gag order.
Okay,
yeah.
Because they report differently. They said that we told
who's
what?
They?
Huh? JV and Elvis said that.
Reported differently.
Huh?
No, they didn't.
JV and Elvis said on their show that they were told to stop and that we were the ones that forced that.
No, I don't think that's what they said, and you didn't force anything. Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, my pleasure.
But there was no gag order, right?
The good thing is it's summer's over.
There's no gag order, right?
And we don't have to worry about SPF as much as we did.
There's no gag order, right? All right, thank you.
Sunscreen conversation.
The only I'll wait till he goes.
What?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The only gag order would be on other men who wear ties like that. They're ordered to gag when they're on Fire Island. Tom's a straight man.
The fact is, we love when people talk about our show. It just helps us in the end.
It's a gay tie.
And we love taking on all parties.
Oh. Good last-minute diversion.
Yeah, really?
Huh? They're trying to keep everybody happy. What can I tell you?